It's fan mail time. Dark, did you win? Did you win your Poke Battle?
No, I got absolutely thrashed.
Oh, boo. It's a shame.
Yeah.
You're going out and playing Pokemon Go in the public.
No, I'm playing Pokemon Violet on my Switch.
I'm
It's
so
fan
jealous.
mail time. Dark, why are you oh dear, hang on. Why are you beating up
Oh,
Bulldogs?
whoa. A lot of double audio.
Double audio. Don't want that. Why are you beating up poor dogs? Poor defenseless innocent dogs.
Because it's healthy now, and so because it's healthy now, the Pokemaster wants him to fight so that he feels, because he's reinvigorated. I don't know. The whole thing's weird. I really like it though. It's very fun.
Seems
I was trying to sell my Oculus Rift.
Okay.
Yeah. Good luck.
And there was a lot of people that were just trying to scam me and being like, "Oh, I'll transfer you $700 for it." But anyways, some people have reached out for trades. One person was going to give me a new iPad that was like 5th generation. I don't know what it was. It was from like 2000.
A stolen iPad.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's what my worry is. It's probably a stolen iPad.
Yeah.
And this is not a stolen Oculus Rift. But then somebody reached out and said they would switch me a Nintendo Switch, and I said no. And I have not gotten any offers that sound legitimate, and I'm really regretting not getting that Switch.
There's no way someone was trading a Switch for a Rift that old. Your thing's obsolete, bro. That's why you don't want it.
No. It's so fresh and hot.
Then why are you using it?
Because my apartment's too small to put up sensors. But this new Oculus Meta Quest 2 has sensors in it.
Because an Oculus Quest 2 new is so cheap that there's absolutely no way someone was swapping a Nintendo Switch for a original. There's just no chance. No way. It's absolutely a scam.
So every single thing I've gotten online is a scam. Not a single regular human being has actually reached out to me.
Put it up on
This is
eBay.
bullshit.
Unless they want to
guess
turn
I
up at your
could.
house and trade for cash or use something safe.
Yeah.
And I don't want to start the day doing
no.
tech, but James, could you turn the Logi watermark off? Is that showing up on camera?
I don't see it, but
Oh, okay, it's in the corner. It's
probably
not showing
it's
up on your
cropped.
square. I'm looking at the full.
It's got the full Logitech. The hashtag sponsored by Logitech.
No. Well, like I had told
It doesn't
Danny,
show
I
up on
had to
camera.
Okay, good. I had told Danny, I said I have to get my whole camera set up before we go live because once I go live, I can't really edit them.
What are you talking about?
I don't want to get into it more.
There it is.
Why are you talking about it then? Just pretend like you have a normal setup.
Well, you're telling me there's a watermark, but you're saying it's not on stream.
It doesn't show up on stream. Just
Well, I just briefly revealed it so everyone can see. But yes, there's a nice Logi advertisement in the bottom right corner there.
And it's because James can't put everything on a hub and then just change it from one computer to the other. He has to do it through the internet.
I've got
his
would you
video
like
out into the internet and then back down into his computer that's less than a foot away.
I was going to say I have a KVM switch, but it's probably easy for you to just buy one for $5 than for me to ship you one for $50.
So,
but
I have
don't
everything
think
on a
you guys
USB-C
quite
and I just
understand.
unplug it out of my desktop and plug it into my laptop.
hang
when
on,
I'm
Morgan.
doing-
We're going to get lectured on tech now. Sorry, go ahead, James.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to do this for an hour after we get off stream, so I don't really want to hear it right now.
if I had another soundboard, I could do it. But if I unplug the soundboard from the other computer, that's the computer I'm talking to you on. So I need it plugged in. I basically need two soundboards, but I don't really have desk space for two soundboards. You know what I mean? Because I'm running.
No, we don't know what I mean.
When we record, I'm recording everything, which means I have to have Discord on it on my old laptop through OBS. Which, since I'm recording on that computer, I also have to have my camera on that computer. That computer doesn't have NVIDIA broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No, good.
That computer doesn't have Windows 11, so it doesn't have NVIDIA broadcast. So I have to use the Logitech thing. So having a USB switch, if I unplugged it from the other computer, it wouldn't even matter. I'm not running Discord through that computer.
So what's up?
I cannot hear you guys have this confusion. Tell me what your Switch would do that you would send me that cost $5.
I have no idea.
You have one. You have one. What do you mean you have no
when
idea
you were
what it
doing
would
this, you would just unplug your mic and everything and plug it into your other computer that you're actually using to do this.
But here's the thing. You guys should already know this. Because we use the Go XLR, then I'd have to go into the sounds and change the outputs from being the speakers or like each time. Because right now, my output from the video game playing machine that will play Elden Ring soon, the out is through my Live Gamer portable capture card to put it into the other laptop. So I'd have to go through all the sound settings, which each time we do that, it's like when you take an airplane. The most dangerous time to take an airplane is when you're taking off or when you're landing. Me switching all that stuff means I have to go into all my settings and make sure I change it out. What the microphone is, what the output for sound is. Now, if I had completely 2 of these Go XLR soundboards, I could have them both each plugged in and just switch what the mic's plugged into. But without that, I'd be changing all the sound settings.
It sounds like you just need to change where the Go XLR is plugged into, just that one USB.
If I put that one USB, but you know that when you plug it in, all the sound settings have to be changed.
I know that when you plug it in, you have to change all the sound settings.
I have a question. Why wouldn't you just use the same machine that you do recordings with to do fan mail with?
That's what I'm doing. That's why it's all set up the way I'm going to record later.
But then why are you parsecing into your own computer to do this? That's my question.
Because if I want to be able to use Discord, if I have Discord running on the computer that's going to have Elden Ring, then my microphone won't be plugged into it.
Then Danny's question still stands. Why aren't you just using the one that has everything on it already?
Because if I do that, then my microphone...
You can hear the cogs turning.
No, I mean, listen to this. This is insane to explain this. If I have it plugged in, if everything, Discord is running on the laptop, then my microphone and your microphone and the game's audio is all going out in one channel, and I can't balance it later. If I want to separate
No, we're not talking about recording. You're going off the rails. The one that has everything plugged into it right now, the mic, the camera, all of that stuff, why are you not just using that with Discord?
That's how I'm doing it. I'm parsecing into that computer and using that with Discord.
No.
The question is, why are you parsecing into that computer instead of just using it?
Because then I'd have to sit.
No, then you wouldn't have to do anything.
Because he doesn't want to sit somewhere else.
Then I have to sit like this.
Yes.
And then I would have to move my camera over here, and I'd have to make my microphone over here.
You couldn't just plug the monitor into it?
I could, but both of the monitor slots in the back are used, okay? One's used by the capture card and one's used...
And hence
you just switch the
HDMI.
If I switch the HDMI, then I'm going to have to... It's hard. My TV is...
It's hard.
And hence where the hub comes in.
Against the wall. Okay, your TV's behind you. That has nothing to do with your setup. You know that you're wrong, and so now you're spinning.
This is what the hub's for. You press a button, and then the HDMI and the USBs switch over to the other machine. Done.
But what does the HDMI do?
I think we've broken him.
All you had to do is tell me what the fuck it switched in, Danny.
James will take what is a hub for $500, Alex. Says Kamikaze.
I think this is fine. What I have going on here.
Fine if you're happy. If you're happy, we're happy.
Yeah? It's just weird.
You know what makes me unhappy? I just can't explain it again. I just can't.
Oh, that's okay.
Look,
no
it makes no sense every time.
Okay, let me start from the beginning.
Have you got any announcements?
No. Yeah, we're playing a lot of Pokemon. I think that after I finish Pokemon, I think I'm like 70% of the way through. I think after I finish Pokemon, I'm going to play Breath of the Wild, leading up to BOTW2.
So you're becoming a bit of a Switch boy?
Yeah, it's all set up. It's very easy, unless you guys want to see me play Animal Crossing. But
yeah, a bit of Tom Nook.
Yeah,
who loves to see that? Animal Crossing is probably one of the darkest games I've played.
I spent all of my mortgage, 1.2 million bells, on turnips yesterday. I hope the market is nice to me this week.
Do you know what I mean? It's for a game aimed at kids. It's so deeply rooted in capitalist economics that
it's crazy.
It's wild. And then obviously, you know, the fact that he only saddles you with the debt after you've arrived as well. So you're stranded on an island, and he's like,
he's like, just go to the company store, you'll be fine.
The one place you can buy stuff. From me, the
just
guy
sign
you're
this,
going to be in debt to for the rest of your life.
This contract saying that the Islanders will never unionize, and then...
Do you know what I mean? It's wild. Oh,
no,
boy.
Dark Page. That time will never come. Not until... Oh, well, I guess the new website already launched.
Not yet.
So now you can start telling people about it, because we have launched the new website.
It's not launched yet.
No, it launched before the new year started.
It didn't.
No, come on. Mike was adamant. It went out right before the new year started. That was the whole thing.
There is so much good stuff that's already ready and waiting to go, but it's not quite ready. It's not quite. The website's not ready yet.
What's the realistic timeline? I know it's like a poison pill to ask that question, but like, I mean, is it just indefinite? It will never be ready. That's what it feels like right now.
No,
honest.
it's no, it's not. It's weeks. I think it's within weeks. I don't know how many weeks, and weeks could go for a long time. But
all right, so by the end of this year.
No. So
it won't be ready by the end of this year. Holy Danny!
Morgan. Let me just stop this for just one moment. When you go to like E3 and you get a chance to talk to somebody working on a game or working on a, let's say, website, that person always brings with them like a wingman, a PR person that stops someone like you from asking these kinds of questions.
A real question.
And you're an insider here, and you're attacking like a saboteur with these questions.
I like
about
transparency, though. I don't mind the transparency.
Well,
I answer
would
everything
love
with a maybe and a what if, and
we
isn't
know,
it pretty
James,
to think
you're
so?
a slippery little salamander. You're
V3,
wet and you're in a crick.
The new website, V3 of the website, it was nearly ready before Christmas. We did a final round of testing. We probably found about 25 bugs, of which about 10 were very critical, as in we couldn't launch it with those bugs in place. So then they've all been fixed, but every time you do a bunch of fixes, what's that saying? Like 99 bugs on the wall. Yeah, 99 bugs on the wall, fix one, and then 1,999 bugs.
Take one down,
you know?
passes it around, and there's 98. So it keeps going down until you're done.
Well, yeah.
Until one of those bugs you smack pops up like 6 other whack-a-moles.
It is. So then we fixed all. Then we did a second round of testing. Then there was only 4 bugs, of which 1 is critical.
So it's getting less and less.
But there's always the chance when you fix a critical bug that it will create a couple of minor bugs on the side.
Yeah.
And
or other critical bugs. You don't know.
God, don't say that out loud.
The last critical.
So that's the truth.
You're supposed to be the PR wingman, Morgan.
No, I thought it was a saboteur.
The new website is ready and working in every single way except for one, and the only problem is the final bug is. Well, the final bug is to do with authentication, and when you log in, for some reason on certain pages, if you refresh the page, you get logged out again, and there's a weird problem with. Without going into too much technical detail, there's just a weird issue with the way the tech works, because it's very clever tech. The way that the website works,
which is interesting, because that should all be like in the header where it's like on every page, right?
Oh my God, Danny, tell Mikey just to put it in the header.
The way the website works, it's very clever tech, and it's used by websites like Twitter and Facebook and other websites, where what happens is the server serves a static HTML page instead of a rendered. So like traditionally with PHP pages or whatever, like if it was dynamic content, it would do a database query and then it would generate the page and then send it to you. Whereas what we do is we send you a flat HTML page, so you get a very snappy instant load. And then we do something called, I think it's called waterfall or rain. I don't know. There's a technical term for it. But
there's a waterfall of pop-up windows. Come on.
No, it basically it sends you the static page, which is what guests see. So if you go on the homepage,
it takes your search data and then serves you advertisements based on what you've been searching.
No. it takes the parts of the page that are dynamic and then waterfills them in, so that you don't have to generate an entire page every time someone hits the site. So the header where you've logged in, you get the static page and then you get a waterfill of just that bit, so that you're not. It just makes it very, very fast, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But there's a problem with the way that works, in that sometimes it glitches out on certain pages. So that's the
because then it's having trouble reading whether it's a new page or the last page or what.
I think
that makes sense.
I think the issue lies. Well, the issue is very complicated.
Well, in Mikey's coding, obviously.
Yeah. I'm simplifying it to a very, very basic level. It's very.
That's where the issue is. It's in Mikey's coding.
It's It's way in. No, I don't want to throw Mikey under the bus because it's very complicated.
Yeah, of course.
Well, you know what he should do? He should get another drive. Install Windows on it.
Yeah, you should do.
Have a couple Windows going.
Fresh
and then
start.
he can make that Windows drive just always running and have the files open so he doesn't have to like get back to where he was, open the programs, just have it running all the time.
Yeah.
But
once put that shit in the header, like Morgan said.
Yeah, once that one bug is fixed, I'm fairly sure we can launch it. So I'm hoping before my birthday, and my birthday is in a week's time.
What a way to ramrod your birthday in here. In a week's time?
It's on the 2nd of February. So if we can, I think it'll be. I'm hoping it'll be launched before the 2nd of February. If not, the weekend after. If not, the weekend after that. But that's the limit. Come on. It's got to be somewhere.
There's no limit. There's no limit.
There's not. But I'm confident once Mikey figures this bug out, we're going to launch it. Like it needs to be done because it just needs to be done. Anyway, is there any other announcements?
Well,
Pokemon.
I guess. No, I don't really have any announcements.
Sweet,
James. Nothing.
Not really. No.
I
mean, I guess I could announce that I am completely, fully healed from COVID.
You sound a bit sniffly today.
You sound
well, except for that. Those are what we call lingering symptoms.
Yeah, when you told me that you were completely better with no symptoms, I was like, oh, he's full of shit. Oh, this guy's totally full of shit.
You know, it's just all year long, I have a sniffly nose. My apartment sometimes gets very dusty. It's cold and it's windy. Like, this is the time of year that I just get sniffly, especially in the morning.
So that's it. Those are all the announcements.
Shall we run the intro?
Run the intro.
The intro has been run. It's an absolute smorgasbord of Elden Ring this week.
As it should be.
Yeah, I mean, we were doing pretty good, making some good time on that. It helps that my new laptop situation, how I have it set up, as much as I don't want to talk about it, but you gotta admit it's making some better videos.
Oh, the I'm not sure if it starts at 72, but like the most recent ones you've done. Actually, they're probably since, because I don't know. The one that we did was that one of the better ones.
That's one of the new ones, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a couple of mess ups on the way to it
when you first split them, but yeah, once you got the settings set up and you wrote the settings down, finally,
and I wrote the settings
down for literally a decade to write down the things, and he finally did it.
Yeah, so and it was a great idea.
It was a great idea 10 years ago too.
Well, Defy wouldn't buy him a pen and paper. I mean, I don't. I mean, there's only so much you can do. So I guess you've just lived by that ethos.
Well, it's on a Google Doc now, so we're good.
Oh, you mean you've written it down electronically?
Yeah.
Where I'll never lose it. I'll never lose it. It's in a Google Doc, and I shared it with Morgan.
That's why you'll lose it on your next reformat.
No, Google Drives. I have stuff that from like back at the beginning of Google that I can access, like files that I've saved. I think Google Drives
Mikey, hey, what's up?
About as safe as
we were just talking about you.
We were saying nice things about you. We weren't talking shit about anyone. I think James will become the first man in history to install Windows onto Google Drive. I think he will. I think if any man can, James can. Oh boy. Well, there's a lot of timestamps here. Should we get the video player going? Hopefully
let's do it. I'm excited. I haven't watched this one yet. and I hear good things happen.
72. You were in this one, weren't you?
Oh, I thought this was one you were in.
No, that's at the
So
end. There's tons of Elden Ring before then.
This
These
is
are
the
all
video
Elden Ring
that broke
videos?
me, and it's the last time I was recording and streaming on the same laptop at the very beginning, and then we switched over.
Oh,
but the
man.
audio was not. I hadn't figured out how to get the audio all work.
Do you still need help?
Danny,
Oh, that's me. I don't know where I came from.
we maybe got it figured out, but we'll find out after we've recorded this hour-long video.
Oh, are you in the middle of a video?
Oh, it's because we were
All right.
we were
Hello, everyone.
splitting.
Bye.
I
We
apologize.
were splitting
for
the laptops, and I was begging for Danny's help because Danny had helped James the week before get his stuff set up.
Yeah, the week before, Danny and I had set it up, and it worked great. But when I came back, nothing was plugged in the same way. It was a nightmare trying to get. It took us, I think, 2 hours before we recorded our first video.
It was a nightmare where normally it only takes an hour.
And today, it's like gonna take no time flat.
James, you give me a number, and if you go over it, we're not recording. What's the
6
number?
hours. It's not gonna take more than 6 hours.
I honestly
oh my
like
God.
beautiful.
I like that one.
God. Jump you could make, but I guess now that I tapped
How
it
do
by
you-
not actually
how-
hitting jump. Oh my God. You know, I kind of blame that on my camera angle. I certainly wasn't watching where I was sprinting.
Oh yeah,
No, I
who's
can
in
see
charge
that.
of that camera?
I don't know. We got to get a camera guy, that's for sure.
James, honestly, if there's any more tech, I gotta tap out. I can't do it.
Well, it's this whole thing with the new laptop. While it's annoying to explain, is really simple. It works
Okay.
every time. I've been
Yeah.
using it to record original understudies. I've been using it all the time. It's just
Alright.
so simple now.
Big promises from the He-Man. 1935. How come you never see sights of Grace or shinies?
Yeah, good question.
I don't know. Hopefully now with the new setup, they'll be easier to see.
You're gonna just
What?
say everything's about the new setup.
So
It
it
doesn't
really
change
is.
the way you
I
play,
mean,
does
I
it?
didn't
Do
realize
without
how
sitting down, that's
lag there was when I was playing.
Do you see that big shiny on the left there?
It would take me
No,
transferring it
you're gonna do it without sitting down. That's weird.
over. Should
Oh,
have
and he just ran past the side of Grace as well.
laptop.
Oh, did you
I
really?
definitely see that shiny. I probably ran past the.
But yeah, the side of Grace on the left, you just ran straight past it.
So I don't even have it. It'll be
Oh yeah, you can see it glowing there on the left.
installed on that laptop. Wait, I still didn't see it. Can you bring it back one more time?
So you not see it there?
There it is. I see it now.
Yeah.
It's just a faint orange. Well, a kind of a light,
Yeah.
warm white glow of the sight of Grace.
Premiere installed on that laptop.
But nope, off we go.
James explaining his laptop still.
I know this is going to go on for weeks. It's
No, I
literally
really
getting better,
think
this.
what's going to happen is you guys are going to see like how good the new videos look, and you'll never question. You'll just be glad that I have switched my laptop, and like,
Yep.
Again, you won't want to
Yep.
hear the explanation.
Yes.
43-42, James versus
This
Maps.
is a cave.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And to get there, I probably want to start here.
Seems like a good idea.
But I'm going to do this. So, 3 and then 1.
Well, you can see there's a big old cliff there, yeah?
No, it did not look like a big old
No, it is.
You don't think it would have been better to tell me that just before I started telling
How
you?
could I fathom that you couldn't see that it was a giant cliff?
I still
Like how am I supposed to understand how it's impossible. I could never get in front of all of the things that you don't understand.
Well, okay. That sounds like a dig. The James versus Gravity episode.
Did you fall a lot? I mean, there was obviously
Uh,
the infamous
Yeah.
one we just
I
saw,
don't know
but-
if it's really a lot, but the 2 times I do remember were pretty bad. It was the one that you saw, and then there's one where I don't even think it was my own fault. It was just like the computer was dragging. It was really bad.
Well, I'm not going to bite there because you're just going to talk about your new laptop again. Majon Thunder says, "Oh no, he found it. The game is as good as beaten." I guess that's in reference to the Mimic Tear.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. It does really save him a lot.
I think you needed it.
There's no way he would make it through the game without it.
I mean, as broken as the Mimic Tear is, we needed to accelerate this playthrough.
Yeah.
And
how many years have we been going now?
It's been over a year, I think.
Yeah, it's rough. And I think I've beaten it like at least 3 times, maybe 4 at this point.
Well, you beat it in 4 days the other week, so I'm not sure what to say. Anyway, Hugo, love the cameo. I guess that's me.
That's you. Kamikaze says you can tell James is playing on his laptop because it's struggling.
It's struggling.
He's struggling.
Struggling. Okay, great. I'll see myself out.
I like it.
Oh, don't talk about laptops again.
Mikey talked about my new haircut. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. It's growing out. It was way shorter than I anticipated. Got a cut.
Yeah, you did that the other week because I've seen a few Spider-Mans.
I had an audition, and I told the person to cut it as short as they could while still making it. Well, I went to a new place. I went to Floyd's, and they took it real short.
So, yeah,
Floyd's is not great.
Don't say as short as you can because they'll just take it all off. You'll look like me. I mean, you want to define some limit.
Well, I said to make sure it's still curled.
Okay.
One curl.
The problem was it turned out like we had a mutual friend. Do you know Veronica Rubin?
I do.
So apparently my hairstylist was friends with Veronica Rubin's, and they worked next to each other in Fred Siegel's for 7 years, and they were really good friends. And I taught her improv, and I think maybe he was just trying to keep me in the chair longer to talk, and that's why he kept cutting.
Kept going lower and lower.
It just kept getting shorter and shorter. I was gripping the hands as tight as I could on the arms of the chair, but I was not going to say to stop.
I went to Floyd's. I've gone to Floyd's a lot over the years, and I've always been disappointed with the haircut that I get there.
Why do you go back?
Yeah.
Then?
Well, because I'm always like, oh, it's going to be a different person. They're probably better. And it's never good. You know where I got a haircut my last one that was actually good was Sport Clips, which is another generic. I know.
That sounds
the lady was great. And she when she was doing it, you can see how this is falling down now, but she fixed it so that this part didn't fall down for the first month of my haircut, which was the first person who's ever done that.
Yeah, Mikey has a point. Why didn't you just ask him to stop?
I mean, I don't know. I have faith that they are professionals and they're going to make me look good.
James doesn't like to confront people in public.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is the place I go to, they've been slowly raising their prices all the time. And the last time I got a haircut there, it was $70 before tip. And I was just like, oh. And I'm still going to tip, and it's on my block. I was just I had to swallow it, and I was just like, Melissa's the last time I'm coming here.
$70?
That's an expensive haircut.
That's crazy.
I know. When I
Sports
started
Clips
going there, it was
$30.
Yeah, the one at Floyd's was $35, which still sounds insane to me.
I like going to a place that is $15 because then you can just tip $15, and then it's going straight to the person.
That's a 100% tip.
Yeah,
I do that often with haircuts.
Yeah, I like to give a really good tip, which is why I had to stop going to my other place because
if you're getting a personal service in America of any type, you should be tipping generously.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but they say 30%, don't they? Not 100%.
Well, I think 30% on a $70 haircut or a $60 or a $55 haircut, but 100% on a $15 haircut, I think is fair.
Yeah.
Because it takes 45 minutes for it. It's just this person really could have killed you at any time. They could have today could have been the day. And they not only let you live, but you walked away looking prettier. So,
yeah. Well, and you have to assume that if they work at a place that's a chain and it's they get 15 or 20, say the haircut's $20, they probably only get 8 of those dollars.
Yeah.
I think it's
terrible.
I think it's mad that you just have this system where you put a price on something and then you're expected to pay a percentage above. I think you should just ask for what you want and keep it simple. That's what we do. A lot of our places,
you guys don't have tips there?
No, not really.
Oh my god.
Most other places don't.
I thought it was just France that didn't.
I mean, James, you know why we have tipping, right?
Well, because we have such a low minimum wage. that
No,
people can't
it
live
started
off of
directly
it, so-
after they abolished slavery. No one would hire, you know, freed people. So they would let them work as waiters or whatever, and the only money that they would get was tips. And so then it became culturally that you tip your waiter or tip your person, and it spread to all service industries.
I
But no,
I-
even as a
I
great
can't
background,
believe
that
to, you know,
I can't
Look
believe
it
that
up.
on face
Look it up
value.
right now.
Right now.
Look it up right now. Yeah.
All right, I guess I
Come
will. I
at
wasn't
me.
going to do that right this second.
Yeah,
I mean,
why
I
would you?
think that's a really cool history. I've never heard that. And I just
That's a cool history.
It's
That's a
not a
terrible history.
I mean, yeah, walk that back.
well, that
I
that
mean-
is something that
it's
is so
interesting.
ingrained
It's not
in
cool.
society. I've never. It's to me very interesting to learn about where things come from. The only thing I heard about tips is that it is an acronym for to ensure prompt service, and I have a hard time figuring out how those two stories could be.
That feels like a retronym to me.
Yeah, it's just something that they. Simply put, tipping was introduced as a way to exploit the labor of former slaves. That's from povertylaw.org. Is that a good enough source for you, or would you want something else?
Well, first of all, I've never heard of poverty law or whatever you just said. So it doesn't necessarily just automatically have like sway with me. I would have to
Right.
now research that.
New York
place.
Times, USA Today, NPR.org. Who do you want? Time.com?
Oh yeah, NPR would be my favorite, but I would take New York Times.
Kamikaze Eye says 3225 Grace mimics usable item, places a fake bonfire with a beam of light in the direction of some point of interest, other bonfire, boss, dungeon, tree, etc. Not random points, and they can be at any point on any map, but usually closest to the player. I'm not sure I've
I
seen
put
that before.
the link on Twitch.
Okay, so the first thing that came up for me is a quick history lesson. Tipping became the norm in the 1900s. Rumor has it that practice drifted from Europe thanks to aristocracy. After European visits, where tipping was part of their culture, they wanted to seem more cultured and in the know than their peers.
And who is that from?
This is from Education. What is? I don't know.
How does
Education First. Educationfirst.com.
How does
That
this
doesn't
Grace
sound right.
mimic work? I don't think I ever came across it. Like how
The
does
Grace
it-
Mimic?
Yeah.
You give those, like you use it, and then you go back to the side of Grace, but you lose all runes that you have on you.
Oh, so that's the teleport thing that James used by mistake that time.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Bosox 2K1 says at 5:39, the slowest death fall there ever was, quote unquote. Jesus Christ. Have we seen this one? Is that the? Yeah, is this the one where you spawn in and just walk off the edge?
I don't know.
Oh no,
Is
this
this
must be the
the
one you were
Nocron
talking about
City?
where it was laggy.
Yeah.
down there?
Oh, chugging.
You shouldn't be attempting it at that frame rate. Oh my god.
What do you mean?
I love the way that the frame rate just fixes itself as soon as he hits the death plane. It's like bye bye.
Well, what it is it was all the stars in the sky. When I was looking at the ground, it didn't struggle quite as much.
That's funny.
Oh, Ice is saying it's not true. I try to explain how they work in the comment. They just point to neat things. Oh, so it tells you where to go.
Cool. So you place it looks like a Grace,
Oh.
and it just tells you where to go.
What's the one that takes you back to the
It's
thing?
the twig. It's something that looks like a tree. I forgot what it is. Sacrificial
no,
twig.
that's the one you put in as a talisman, and then if you die. But there's one that takes you back, I thought.
I don't remember.
Oh, he tells you in the comments. Grace usable item. Places a fake bonfire with a beam of light in the direction of some point of interest. Other bonfire, boss, dungeon, tree, etc.
It feels like if you're playing without the help of a chat, then a Grace mimic would be a fantastic thing to use.
Yeah.
I like it. There's a reason why I didn't need one. I had you and Zach and
Yeah.
and chat. Kamikaze Eye says Morgan be like, why don't you jump? James be like, 8 minutes and 29 seconds. Is this the other fall?
can't believe I finally got you to come down here. So you died to those freaking gargoyles like 3 more times or something.
No, it was 1 more time.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it.
And that's the 3rd time you've fallen.
Oh no, I don't like it. That I see what they mean. It is a bit of a falling episode. This one. Oh look, it's Mikey.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Oh, I'll read this one. I was watching this video, and then my neighbor came, and we watched it together. He said this video changed his life and touched his heart. Then I went and rented a projector in a big field, and my entire town watched it, and it changed their lives too. We are all so grateful. Thank you for this video. And that's what I've been talking about, is we have no way, if people don't comment, we have no way of knowing exactly not only how many people's lives have been changed, but ultimately the view count. So I'm going to mark that as at least 200.
Yeah, we can amplify the view
town.
count by the entire population of Nottinghamshire, and we're good.
Oh, that's a bigger place than I thought he lived. I didn't think people got together.
I'm intentionally vagarizing it because I don't know if he wants me to say, but yeah, I mean we could at least add 40,000 to the view count, so that's good news.
It's a good day. Just got to get them to. They must not have heard at the end to subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe.
Wait, Nottinghamshire is a real place.
Is or isn't?
Is. It sounds made up, but it's a county.
Yeah, that's where
Why
Robin.
would you think I was making up places where I know where I live?
Because you said Nottinghamshire.
Well,
those are just
it's
3 random English words.
it's accurate, but it's also vague enough that it's, like you say, the county and not the town. But Kamikaze,
we're gonna have to just assume it's Nottingham, right?
if you like, Kamikaze,
Mansfield, Worksop, Retford,
Oh, he's going
Newark
through the
on
list.
Trent.
Kamikaze says 2244.
Probably Beeston.
James was saved by the game. Can't fall while swinging the weapon if the fall is fatal and not touching the left stick. What?
37,000. Probably only half the people showed up, though, right?
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
What was the 22-minute thing?
Oh, 22:44.
22:44. It sounds like if you swing right at the right time, you can't die. Oh, yes, that's what happens. Morgan told me about that. You don't fall off the edge swinging your weapon.
Luckily for
But then later you blame me because you fall off the edge.
But it was how? Yeah, I did blame you. So what is the rule? Why does sometimes that happen and sometimes it doesn't?
It doesn't.
Was it spell casting?
It doesn't. When you do a regular attack, it doesn't.
Oh,
Ice is saying don't touch the stick. You're probably mashing forward or something.
that makes sense. At the start of the episode, James is 80 hours in on his character and still not out of the tutorial. Wow. Also, we got James' email, and that episode was recorded 2 weeks ago. James, please don't accidentally open a window with your Social Security, credit card, bank account, etc. numbers. I was lucky enough to see that before it went live and blurred it. Basically the Windows settings, it has your email. I had no idea, but your email is just written at the top of your settings.
Yeah, you can have my email address. It's my full name at gmail.com.
Oh,
that is true.
well,
Game from sense.
What are they going to do with my email? That's fine. Email me. I'll take an email.
Well, I mean, it's up to you.
well, my problem is I need a burner email. Something to, like, when I'm at Costco and somebody wants to, give me a free koozie, but I got to sign up for solar power. Now I'm going to use that.
Mikey's is mikey@filefront.com. He just wants everyone to know that. I mean, you can share your Gamefront email address. So you've got, mine's Danny.
This is my regular email address. Send me a personal email. I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean,
check
but you should. I think you both have Gamefront.com addresses that forward to your email addresses. You could give instead, but it's up to you. I mean, anyway, James says thank you. For
that would be interesting.
What's my Gamefront? Morgan at Gamefront.com?
It should be.
Dang, that's sick. I'm gonna email myself right now.
Thank you for the heads up. I promptly blurred the moment out. Lol. I didn't even think my email address would be listed there, says James. Side note, Does anyone have Big Morg's Addy asking for a friend? To be honest, that's the best kept secret we've got. Like, I don't know where he lives.
No.
Does Zach know where you live? Did Zach come around to your place?
Hell no.
Nope.
Because then he'd start mailing me bags of trash. I'm not gonna end up like you.
Oh my God, that's a disgusting thing to say.
I know.
He doesn't mail bags of trash.
Zach emails the best gifts.
Yeah.
All the hot sauces he sent me were so good. I mean, the Dora the Explorer backpack.
Didn't they explode?
Left. One of them exploded on James. Mine were fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think that my Gamefront address forwards to my regular address.
Oh, well, don't worry about it. Steve the Ghost says the container story should honestly be required. We'll have to fix that. The container story should honestly be required listening in school. I can't speak for everyone, but I was on the edge of my seat the entire time.
It was really a good story. Morgan did not seem that impressed with it, but it ended with me saving like
the goddamn story is
off.
he goes to the store and he buys a floor model of a thing, a shelf with doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was crazy.
But took
wild.
like 80 minutes to tell. There's so many goddamn twists and turns, and literally, I just told you the whole story.
What kind?
You
of
went to the container store and bought shelves.
Okay.
That's
it was
it.
crazy, Danny. You had to be there. I'll tell you the story sometime.
He thought he cracked the system because he bought a floor model.
No, Morgan, you don't even remember the actual
Oh,
story.
so you got like 20%
This is what
off
happened.
because you bought the display model. I see. Yeah.
No, they had a display model, but it wasn't for sale. And they had the price on there incorrect at the price of like half of it. So when I was trying to purchase it, they were out of it. They didn't have any of them at the store because it's not something they carry at the store. It's something they have to order. But they had it listed wrong. And I got like half off because the manager was just like, whatever it says, give it to it. Give it to him. So that's the short version. But God, I'd love to take a couple hours of your time and really chew it down. Tell you the whole story.
Kamikaze Ice would like to know whether you heard about that carrier pigeon who was caught carrying crack cocaine to a prison. That's a very odd thing to bring up, but no. Zach's obviously waiting for his delivery. Harvey RS750 says this playthrough is gold. Thank you, Harvey.
Well, it's turning from golden showers to golden bricks pretty soon. So
I don't know if that means what you think it means.
What?
But
Someone's going to poop on you?
No, golden bricks. Gold bricks. Like, it's going to be really
Yeah, but
valuable.
in the context of a golden shower, it sounds like someone's going to poop on you.
Well, no, that's not what I meant.
Oh.
I'm just saying it gets good. If you thought it was good so far, get ready.
If you thought it was good so far, you should get your head checked, honestly.
I mean, that's a harsh assessment, but not entirely inaccurate. But at least it's getting better. That's the main thing.
At a minimum, do some quiet self-reflection.
See, look, here we go. Hugo. Morgan might not get it, but the Container Store is one of my favourite James's story hours. It had me on the edge of my seat. I need to go back and listen to this story. I like your stories, but yeah.
It's wild.
Okay.
He's telling it like, yeah, it's wild. He's really into it.
Well, there was a lot going on. It was crazy that day. It was the day. It was Black Friday. It was Black Friday. God, I remember
Friday.
it like it was just yesterday, but it was actually, in fact, over a month ago.
In fact, it was nearly 2. Probably even more.
Nearly 2. Yeah.
Bosox2K1 says at 11 minutes and 45. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is precisely why I watch. People who don't know James might think he's trolling here, but he's 100% thinking that Morgan is referencing heels, as in shoes, and not heels, as in, I presume.
I watched this. You know what? It is.
I'm getting mad and I don't even know what it is.
You're gonna be so mad.
Get on your heels. Get on your heels. Get
What
on
does
your
heels
heels.
mean?
Heel? Heel. What does heels mean?
I thought you were meaning like get off of your toes and onto your heels. You need to.
Well, now run towards the thing that he opens up and grab it.
I mean,
Oh,
I
man,
suppose
did not know.
it's because he said heels and not heel, but yeah. I
Well,
mean,
he said get onto your heels. I didn't exactly understand what that meant. Like, get
And
ready
you're-
to heel.
You were probably
It's time
on
to-
another item.
Maybe. Yeah, but at the moment,
yeah,
all I could understand
that's
was
what
like,
it was. You were not on your heels.
oh,
you
I'm
were on-
sure that's what it was now. But in the moment, I thought he was like trying to like say, get on your heels and
heels,
run.
get
What
on
is
your
heels?
heels,
Whatever
heel.
that saying is.
Heel?
Oh, turn heel
But then,
and run.
but then you did it when he's on the first time he proclaimed heels. So like you knew your mistake.
What does heels mean?
I thought you were meaning like,
Wild. I guess it's that dance training that just kicked in, and
Yeah.
you know.
Artica, I understood what Morgan meant, and English is not even my first language. James, we love you the way you are. Bosox 2K1 1649. That's not what it does. Use one, James.
What's this in reference to? I wonder.
Grace Mimic? Doesn't it mimic a site of Grace Mimic again? Well, we know what it is now.
No, it returns you to the last side of grace, but sacrifices whatever runes you have.
And then
Which
Morgan's
is
still
wrong.
giving bad advice.
Well, in all fairness,
swore
that's
that's
the
what it
past
is.
version of Morgan.
And Ice was saying that like you can travel, but I thought it was for if you were in a dungeon that you hadn't cleared yet, where you can't travel. Like if you're down in a dungeon. That's what I thought it was for. My bad. There is no item for that. There it is. I thought that's what it did. 1908. Oh wait, 1735.
Yep.
Think that did that. I love James Speak. Led to the greatest 90s of him trying to rationalize why he said it like that. Oh, 90 seconds.
90 seconds, yeah.
Think that did that.
Was.
Oh.
You think
I was
that
like,
did
why?
that?
Think that did that? Think that did that.
1908, James change in expression, realizing how powerful the mimic tear is. Reminds me of the Grinch smiling. Oh, is this the moment? Is this it? Is this where you find
Yeah.
out what you've done? How you've sold your soul to the devil? You do look very pleased with yourself.
Whoa. High five.
Just
Mimic here.
smiling.
Disgusting.
Smiling. Ear to ear.
Mimic and what's that? Tish?
So I
Tish?
think that would also be another appropriate time to say, think that did that?
I think that did that.
Think that did that?
What's a Tish? Tish.
It's another summon. It's like I think it's the Black Knife Assassin one.
Okay. Is it stronger than the Mimic?
People argue that it is.
Oh, interesting. Does it take away half your health when you ding-a-ling it?
No, it's a regular summon, so it takes FP.
Interesting.
And then Latina is the archer, the wolf archer, which I don't think James met.
Don't think so.
Bill, how many Heenies do you need to beat Elden Ring? Now we have an answer. You need 2 of them. I'm still amazed that James continues to do same switcheroonies crap over and over, even after experiencing himself that the most simple approach is the best and most effective for him.
Maybe.
That's
We'll
all
see.
true. Wayne Lawton, real pull. Elden Ring killed James's laptop. Thank God.
Is that rest in peace or rest in
I th-
L peace or
Is it an L?
ripple? It might be a capital L, a capital I. Sorry,
Rest in laptop.
or rest in laptop
Peace.
peace. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Hugo, I'm beginning to think this might be a good game after all. Missed title opportunity.
It's true.
1525, that's his message. Oh, whoa.
So
Oh, that's cool. Let's see that.
Do we still have that thing in place where
Uh-huh.
do we actually make any use of it?
I mean, yeah. That's not the time.
Oh, 1525, sorry.
This one? There it is. It has the white glow on top. Be wary of explosions, but hidden path ahead.
Nice.
Nice.
I hope I used it.
I mean, I think you made it through there.
I think so.
I'm sure he would have said if you'd ignored him, to be honest.
Yeah.
Alex Verhagen.
Good work, James. Keep it up, and one day you will be Elder Lord.
What's your reply? Hope so. Wow, thanks. That's the plan.
That's the plan to be Elder
That's
Lord.
the plan.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Steve the Ghost, I'm glad James got that Mimic Ash. Probably shortened the playthrough by 40 videos.
I think the acceleration curve has been wild since he's got the Mimic Tear. That's only a guess from what I've seen on the one I did. But and
Danger Dad. Laugh out loud. Maybe Morgan is right, and it's pronounced ball bearing, but it's spelled ball bearing. Bell bearing.
Bell bearing.
Either way, him making fun of James' pronunciation.
It's because ball bearing is such a well-known term that when you see, you know, the only difference between an A and an E, it's just wild.
And it's a little round ball.
It must be a ball bearing for the bell.
Well, that's what the bell is rung by. A bell bearing is what's hung in a chain in the middle.
Oh, is it really? Let's see.
Yeah.
Come on, Danny, don't fall for that.
I mean,
yes,
he might
that's
know
exactly
a lot,
what it
he
is.
might know a lot about
Theoretically,
bells. I mean,
yeah.
So what you're saying is,
Come on, I hear you furiously Googling just a little bit.
It's called a clapper.
Yeah, I think I knew that actually.
Jesus, come on.
Well, I knew it was trash. I just don't know that much about bells, but I knew what you were saying was just made up.
Whatever.
We missed the joke there because you could have said that it was the bell end because it's the end of the bell, isn't it? But
too British for us.
It's not funny.
Yeah, that doesn't even make sense to me. What is the bell end? Is that like... What is that?
It's the end of the bell, James. You can Google it if you want.
James, if you look around and you don't know where the bell end is, it's you.
All right, fair.
Anyway,
I'm not looking it up, though.
Episode 70.
Not looking around?
I'm not looking it up, and I'm certainly not looking around.
Yeah. Just make sure you go into incognito mode first.
Oh, well, thank you for that heads up, because I'm not going to search that. Period. No.
74 Bosox 2K1 says starting at 10 minutes and 6 seconds. You rolled 18 times before you attacked again at 10 minutes and 31 seconds. Jesus, James.
Hold on. We don't need to see that. I think they described it great. They described it great.
Yeah, but I want to see it. What if they're exaggerating?
I know.
They're obviously not exaggerating.
If he's accurate, this is going to be a solid 30 seconds of rolling.
And also, it'll be good for you to see how ridiculous your combat is.
But they couldn't get her in, so she has to quarantine.
5,
be super careful,
6,
or she can't get the surgery.
7,
so she can't really
8,
have
9,
anybody there.
10,
so it would be
11,
kind of weird to show up.
12,
like, honestly, I would probably
13,
be at a hotel if I wasn't at my I'm ready for Christmas.
14, 15, 16, 17, chug, 18. There's the attack.
Jesus, James.
Well, I got the attack off, didn't I?
Those guys end up killing you, though. You remember that, right?
Yeah, of course. Mm-hmm. Not that time they didn't, though.
Yeah, they did.
You were telling a story, so...
Yeah, that's the thing. It says telling a story.
1102, James will never beat Melania unless he summons True Tarnish and help him, and he just runs away the whole time. Guarantee it.
Wow.
Bosax is leaning into you. I mean, he's right.
I don't think I'm going to even struggle with Melania.
I mean, I'm
This
doing
is not,
pretty good.
This is not the monumental challenge that you've overcome that you think it is. You're doing all this stuff, but if you just touch their butts,
it seems like
they just pop.
You tell me in the video, but at the time I didn't know.
I don't know.
No one has ever been hit by those guys before.
No one?
No one.
I mean, you literally just did it to the other guy.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I know that's how you beat him now, but at the time,
But you just did it.
And no, I'm explaining it. He's seeing it, but he just doesn't believe it.
I know, but what I'm saying is I just thought my new weapon, that big bonker thing, was so strong it was taking them out when I hit them. I didn't know. It was
I
just
see. So
tapping.
you thought you could tap them anywhere and it would have killed them instantly.
Yes.
The fact that the sack just exploded because it was very clearly overfull.
I thought it was just such a hard hit.
Mm-hmm.
51-38. Oh, James, just you wait.
What bold claims do you make at 51-38 then?
I feel like, have you guys ever seen the movie with Albert Brooks where he's trying to get into heaven and they make him watch his life?
Yep, that's exactly what this is.
This is like I feel like every Monday this is what I have to do as I'm trying to beg to get into gamer heaven.
Hang on, let's see what you say.
I think it's defending your life is what it's
reminds me of that frost hole where there was the frost giants at the bottom of it in Dark Souls 3.
I don't remember that.
I'm guessing that's what he was talking about.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
sure. I mean, what is it you were referring to? Because I'm assuming it's not what you think it is.
Well, if you remember in Dark Souls 3, I don't know how much you remember of that since I don't think you played it.
I have not.
But you probably watched some of it. But there was a whole bunch of like frosty tree roots that you had to climb down in order to fight this like Viking giant at the bottom. And I kept dying on my way down because he's.
Oh, I know what you're talking about right now.
So that area looks like that to me. It's very reminiscent. It's different, obviously, but it feels familiar.
The Heaney curse strikes again. Well, at least some progress has been made. Hopefully, James now knows that ghosts cannot be rotted. Also, James could use a respec. Reason being, his main weapon requires only 12 dex. Those 10 points could go into any other stat, like more vigor, endurance, faith, or even mind, to get best bang for his buck when using blue flasks.
So this must be before you respec, because I know the respec also had a lot to do with the acceleration curve.
Oh yeah. Once I respec, everything changes. So yeah, that was a very good idea.
Brad Hahn, they're pretty generous with their droppings. Morgan, out of context.
Gross.
Dropping gold bricks out here.
Zach is a Real boy. So Game Audio is off. A Heaney collection. But you did note in the description.
Yeah, this was the first time there was like a lag going on. Morgan told what he said, but there was a little tweak I had to make, and then got rid of it.
Dangerous 87. Nice work, James. The comeback kid Heaney.
He's gonna get there in the end, maybe.
I think he's on the path to success at this point. I was very impressed. Things will get better for you by the end of this live stream. Don't worry.
Yeah. It does.
Nice Strings finally says, I can't believe it. Lindell. Is it Lindell or Landell?
I don't know.
Because it was only the other day that I found out that Melania is not pronounced Melania. It's what was it, James? It was
Melania
or something. I don't know. But anyway, James has finally made it out of the tutorial. Although he hasn't quite, but he nearly has. Edit long. I typed this about 30 seconds before I heard Morgan say it. Great minds think almost.
Almost. Nice. That's funny.
Nice. So this is where I thought I was out of the and then I find out later I get out of the tutorial again. So was it like intermediate tutorial, like first beginner?
There's different levels to the tutorial. Yeah.
The moment that you went through with me at the end of mine, I think is what I was told was the true end of the tutorial. But I mean, the tutorial never really ends, so you never really know, do you? But you're definitely out of the basic tutorial now. So
yeah, basic. All right, Wayne Lawton. Another one. Ooh, you spoil us with this funny playthrough. Don't give up on James, please, Morgan. I just hope he gets good soon. Lol. What the fuck? I got good. This is after I got good.
I mean, this is when you're getting good. I think, yeah. Anyway, Spartan. The 3,000.
I'm noticing James, 31,590.
He's the 31,590th Spartan. I apologize.
Yes.
But go ahead.
And they thought there was just 300. I'm noticing James starts off every single fight, all of them, doing something he did not mean to do. I think the man needs to see a doctor at this point. Jesus.
I don't mean to do that. That's not what I meant to do. That's
That
not what I
happens a
thought
lot.
was going to happen. Those are your three
I'm the only person
catchphrases.
that continuously accidentally does things at the beginning of fights.
Yeah. Harvey, RS750, most entertaining gameplay series ever. Please beat this game.
Why would you, if it was so entertaining, why do you want it to end? That's the only
He wants
thing I would
it
see
say.
me
has
do New
to.
Game Plus.
Yeah. Brad Hahn, Jabby's showing the skills that make him an expert gamer. I look forward to next week when, after a week away from the controller, her completely forgets everything he learned. I left the her.
God, I
in.
hope
I
that's
know
not
he
the
meant
case.
he, but that's funny. Her completely forgets everything he
Yeah, I
learned.
like it too. But I hope Brett's wrong. God, it's gonna be really. It's gonna really feel. It's like a whole bunch of deaths. 4405. Clap, clap, clap. Now that's pro gaming right there. Danny King let the fight end on fan mail. Great job, Jabs Hollywood Heat. DPS, damage per second to the fullest. Nothing but attacks. Good dodges. Good track of your life bar. Not letting it go under half of your life bar.
Oh, is
Did
this
more
when you
damage.
Oh, yeah, good.
Did more damage than your mimic. Yeah. Nothing fancy, and it took you under 2 minutes to beat him.
This is when you beat the putrid avatar.
Yeah, we don't need to watch that one.
Nice.
Kamikaze Ice.
I mean, it's a good fight.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's one of his good ones.
I'm joking. We'll watch it. We have to give him some good along with the bad, I suppose. What was that? 4405. Nailed it.
Really good there. Ooh, it's much prettier.
I will judge this out of 10.
It's pretty good. He does everything right.
That's a good. Look
I
how
got lucky
smooth the
there.
frame rate is as well. That's butter smooth.
Oh, but he's getting me to go behind him. He already.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're making an excuse before anything bad.
This is what the people have wanted: smooth frame rate, decent gameplay. I mean, you didn't take the riposte there, but that's all right.
But I think with his mimic out, he actually does more damage with him and the both of them hitting him.
Oh,
You'd think that would be the end.
that was
But it's
very
not
nearly
the
a
end.
fail there.
The double heal there. The only note I would have is if he would two-hand it and do the strong attack on the jump instead of the weak attack.
Yeah.
The frame rate is so smooth. I don't even know if I was playing in 60 FPS anymore. I'm pretty sure I was.
Whoa,
but
whoa.
Oh,
these
the boy.
double bonking clubs. There's the riposte.
I still think he does more damage if him and the mimic just wail away.
Yeah, probably jumping attacks or whatever. Yeah. That big bonk
Look at
does
that.
more damage that he just did.
Went back and healed. Well, don't tell him that. That's all he does. You saw.
Got him.
Good job.
It's all right. I approve of sticking with one tactic.
You.
Flame to win.
Good
Spin
job,
to
Jeps.
win.
Poor
yeah, good
Morgan
job,
came
James.
all out of sync like an old kung fu movie. What'd you do to me, James?
I don't understand how that's happening. I think that's OBS Ninja.
Job.
Because
In a
because
not so shady
the
way.
thing, like,
It really
it's
sounds
all being
amazing.
recorded of what it sees. Like, I don't think I can control your OBS camera.
Oh, Morgan, do you remember back in the 2000s when Kaintai used to come out and cut a promo? And it would very clearly be somebody else doing the talking, and it's just
Oh, no.
like
That's a good gimmick, though.
it was a pretty good. Yeah, go back and watch Kaintai promos from SmackDown around 2000. It's so funny. Kamikaze Ice says 2515. I remember someone saying you don't need health if you block with a shield.
Oh, that's me. I said that.
And does it turn out not to be the
This
case?
guy like spits out fire pot.
Bye bye.
Oh, that screaming. Ah,
You're not supposed to
ah.
get hit by that.
You're not supposed to get hit by that.
Stuff.
Come on, man. Oh no! Do we want to show something that's gonna make people sick?
I've just noticed.
Yeah.
I've just noticed in the chat that when you were pouring praise on James, Zach said it's like congratulating a child for getting most of it in the party.
That's about right.
Oh, Zach's in a mood today. 29.
Can you
20
blame him? Maybe you heard what Morgan said. I won't repeat it.
Yeah.
What'd I say? She just says Google Stadia. No context. So 2923 to 2940, I feel sick. What do we say? We gotta see it. I gotta see
29
it.
to 23 to 2940. Are you missing Stadia, by the way?
No,
He never used
now-
it.
I used it a little, but now I'm using Amazon. It's not quite as good,
Remember you were heading
but
south.
but it gives you tons of free games to play. So that's
Did you upgrade your controller so you can use it with Amazon Luna?
I did upgrade my Google Stadia controller. I was debating whether or not I should make a video of, but it's so self-explanatory.
Yeah. Here's James. How to upgrade a dead platforms controller so that it doesn't become.
Well, now it
e-waste.
works. It actually works really good. I was playing Spider-Man with it, and the Google Stadia controller works great.
If they
Feels
hadn't,
good in the hands. It's
it would have been such a. It would have been e-waste otherwise. Like, I mean, they would
yeah.
absolutely should never
Crazy.
have. Yeah, it would have been disgusting if they hadn't done it. To be honest, but also the fact that it could have done that all along, but it just didn't because
Yeah.
disgusting. Anyway, let's have a listen to what this is.
Remember you were heading south on the bridge?
I mean, you don't, but I'm just telling you, you should be able to be the kind of person that remembers that you're heading south of the bridge.
could, nah. I think that's all we're looking.
Gross.
right. Kamikaze Ice. Morgan is really good at fighting the tree avatars. All that practice years ago to kill Dark Souls 1 Asylum D tutorial boss at the first encounter really paid off. Skill trained, gained, and still retained. Oh, that's a really good... I don't think I've heard that little phrase.
Can we put that on a t-shirt? Game front. Skill trained, gained, and still retained.
We should double check to make sure that it's not like an owned thing.
No, I think it'll be fine. We'll put it on a t-shirt. We'll sell it on the website.
Shouldn't it be skill trained, gained, and never retained?
Come on, Danny.
Come on, man.
I just wanted to. I don't want to get done under the trades description sets. That's all.
I didn't realize that those. I didn't really think about how those guys are like the same boss.
They are so much the same boss.
Yeah.
So it's literally a Dark Souls 1 boss recycled. Interesting.
And
the
well, they've
very first
recycled them
one.
in all the games. I think they
Yeah.
definitely have it in Dark Souls 3 up on that bridge.
I had an old video up where I beat him with just fists,
Ah, that's cool. I've
Yeah.
never done that.
and it's like he's got like 2,000 hit points or whatever, and the fist does 1. So it takes like 40 minutes to beat him.
See, it's little things like this that I find interesting where Elden Ring feels so much like Dark Souls that I sometimes still think I'm playing Dark Souls and press X when I need to press Y or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's apparently nothing to do with Dark Souls, but it's so convincing that it's Dark Souls. That it's just
Well,
mean,
Patches is
it-
in both of them, so
It
it's
is
the same.
Dark Souls.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
I mean, that's the thing.
It's the
just-
quantum verse reversed or something. It's another of the multiverse in the Souls.
46 or 42:26. No context.
no context.
If
was
you
every-
think I didn't want to keep doing the good stuff, you cray cray.
I'm saying that you got started feeling yourself a little bit. Instead of
like it.
focusing on the match.
I like Japanese movie Morgan. It's great. Kamikaze Eye says, FYI, your flask level +6 will restore 160 FP per flask and will add +10 FP restored per flask level to a 220 max. In case you want to keep your max FP near your flask level, as you seem to really hate wasting quote-unquote flasks.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if that would really help me that much because like the problem is sometimes I can't get down to the lowest amount because the spell I want to cast takes too much. But if I could just memorize this formula, I think it would help me in my decision making process.
Did you lose your notebook?
No,
Well, it keeps on Google Drive.
Do you have it?
I lost my pen, but I do have the notebook.
All right.
Well, if he's keeping his self notes on Google Drive, he
Arctica.
should keep his game notes on Google Drive, shouldn't he? I mean,
I need another laptop to open up Google
oh
Drive.
no. Okay, Arctica. Oh my God, James is on a killing spree. Good job. Strength emoji.
Yeah, this is where it really starts to turn around, where you start fighting the avatars.
Mm-hmm.
Pelagius, what is going on? A new video already? James is on fire. Literally. No, seriously. Are you okay, James? Why are you orange? Oh, yeah.
He does look very orange. I think it might be the
It
shirt.
was a
I think
bad
it's a-
spray tan.
I think it's a couple of videos. I tell him he looks orange, but he doesn't do anything about it.
You tell me in the middle of a video, and I said, like I said today, if we want to change it, I have to quit, and I have to start.
But then the next
program.
video, you're also orange.
No, I think that it's just because it's possible you're right, but but I think we might have started the next recording right away. After I took a break from it, then I changed it.
Oh, okay. Pill, James, been playing for so long. Morgan figure out where James has been to and what he has done in earlier stages of the game. That's true. It's hard to keep track of all that
I
stuff.
mean, it's 80 hours.
I mean, I
Seek the
guess it
Ghost-
blends into your playthroughs and my playthrough. And
That's the problem.
It's-
I can't
yeah.
remember what I've done and what he's done and what's what. Since I've been through the game 3 times.
All right, since you like that giant spiked mace so much, it might be worth making it into an occult weapon at some point and pumping arcane once you're done pumping strength. Okay.
Yeah.
What do I lose making it an occult weapon?
What it
there
just makes
some
it
sacrifice
scale
there?
with arcane better. So it would stop scaling with whatever it's. I think whatever it is now.
I think it
would
scales
scale
with
better.
faith right now.
Yeah, it would scale better with arcane, and then you would get more bleed by having your arcane pumped.
Yeah. But that would be at the sacrifice of the healing. Because it also heals, or is the bleed what's causing?
No, it would still do that.
well, it's episode number 76 of Elden Ring. It's the train that never ends.
Oh yeah, this is crazy.
And
Now we're talking, pumping out videos like crazy. Ray Aztec 009. John Gomez.
do you reckon he's got a license to kill?
Not at 009
Yeah, they cut him off at 7.
for 7. He probably has the license to
Maim.
maim.
Yeah.
License to maim. John Gomez says, I would love to see these two play the Forest survival game. Didn't we play the Forest together?
I feel like we have.
I know.
I
me
definitely
and Zach
had it
played
installed. And I on my Oculus Quest, it's one of the games that seems to have a VR feature to it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Have you
I have
played
an
it in VR?
Oculus One, but
they're
I'll never buy an
discontinuing it.
Oculus again because they're just continuing it.
That's pretty crazy.
It's
But that's the same
insane.
thing that like Apple does with
I don't buy
certain-
Apple products.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
And eventually, though, that's the same thing with Windows. Like right now, my computer can't install Windows 7. There's a computer in my
Wait,
world
what?
that
Go
I no
back?
longer-
His computer can't install Windows 7.
Wait.
So this
Roll
boy-
back.
boy-
Roll
Windows
back
11.
for me, baby. What'd
on
you
Windows
just say?
XP. What are
Windows
you running?
11. I'm sorry, Windows 11. There was, but you know how Windows 10 was free?
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a laptop, which I have given away since, that they were making obsolete. I couldn't update it from Windows. I think it was Windows 7 that I had.
Yeah.
But it wasn't able to take Windows 10, and then Windows 7 became unusable. So I installed Linux on there, and I gave the computer away. But even Windows, and that's Microsoft, does the same, but it's a much longer scale of obsolescence.
Yeah. Google did the same thing. I had a Chromebook that I used at work, and it's very old. We're talking 10 years probably, but
Yeah.
it's brick now. Like you can't take it
sucks.
won't. You can't do anything with it.
Well, you might be able to install Linux on it.
Yeah, I could install Linux on it, but why?
Linux
They're
is
such-
actually pretty good.
Yeah, but those Chromebooks are such weak machines.
But what they are good at is you could watch streams. You can use Google Docs.
Well, they're
on it.
web machines. They're not designed to
Yeah.
do any processing on their end. They basically
Yeah.
it's as good as an endpoint for parsec is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't talk to me about Google or Linux. I hate it. Louis Sandoval says, I think we should watch an expert walkthrough from the Mimictor.
Jesus, Lewis.
Rough stuff.
His name is Luis.
Louis Sandoval.
Louis?
Louis Sandoval. Or is it Louis Sandoval?
James, you should
I think
know
it's
better.
Louis. I think it's Louis.
Louis, it could be Louis, yeah. Louis Sandoval.
It's not. I think we've had this conversation before, and I think he's
Well,
corrected us.
until Louis and or Louis turns up to correct us, then
Well, I think they have.
Guzman.
That's the problem.
okay, fair enough.
I think we do this maybe once every 2 or 3 weeks.
Well, he goes away for a while and we forget, and then he comes back. I mean, what can we do? Arctica 5915 James, remember to check this teleportation. It's very important.
Oh yeah, let's see it.
I can't
Was it
imagine I don't
59:15?
use a teleportation.
Oh, I think you
59.
eventually get there. 59:15. Yeah.
Ah, yeah. The
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah, we-
totally
we-
use
I
that.
teleport until I find some sort of place to sit down.
I don't know if I ever went through that one. I must have done.
Yeah, you did.
I guess I can't ask you where it goes.
Don't mean to. Ken Eric, don't mean to scare you guys, but I can actually see into the future. When I close my eyes, I can see an apartment in Venice Beach, California. Inside, there's a man called James sleeping next to a dog. It's eerie. That's a lot like. I can hear James talking in his sleep. No, please, no, Melina, no. Maybe I need to change up my spells. Melania, please have pity on me.
Is
That
that the
is
point Erin
terrifying.
asked for a divorce? Because, I mean, that
Just wailing about
She
another
is
woman.
not a fan of me shouting Melania.
oh, boy.
Sometimes I wonder what it would be like if the boys got one of those eye tracking devices so we could see where someone's really looking when missing something in plain sight. For the lulz, of course, no one would dare point out the obvious.
Is that actually a thing you can do? So you can see where...
Yeah, the eye tracking thing.
No, I know you can do like track IR, but can you use it to actually so you can see where someone's looking on the screen? Like have a... What would it be?
Yeah.
Like a reticle or something? I'm not sure.
I think you can do it with a camera. Did you see the NVIDIA broadcast thing that makes it look like you're looking at the camera at all times?
I find that
I have
kind of
not
stuff
seen
creepy.
that, but I want that.
It's crazy. The guy's like looking at his phone like to the side, but he's got side by side of what it looks like with and without it, and like he's definitely looking at his phone, but in the one with his eyes, it looks like he's looking directly at the camera.
You know how
It's tight.
useful that would be in like work meetings and stuff, and like kids in school.
Yeah.
that have Zoom calls. I don't know if the kids are doing that these days.
Is that in there now, or do you have to?
I don't know. It just came out, so I don't know if it just had an update or what. But I should get it because I'm always reading to the side or like whatever, looking down at the thing. It would look like I was just staring at the camera the whole time.
dead
Yeah,
eyeing the
you
camera?
look very, very creepy indeed.
One of our instructors has that little camera that goes in the center of the screen, so it's like a very thin line.
Oh,
And
I've
like, and
always
so when they're
wanted
reading
that.
and stuff, they're looking directly at the camera, and it's very off-putting
I want
because
that
they're just
so
like
bad.
staring directly at the screen.
I'm gonna look that up.
I think I've just turned it on. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, that's weird.
Oh, do you have it?
I have it.
That is.
Oh, it makes
I
me.
cannot
look,
wait to get it.
It makes me look very intense, but sometimes it snaps out, and then you can tell it's not my eyes. What? That's weird. Oh,
I mean, it's working pretty good. You're looking right at the camera.
That's bizarre. Oh, that is weird. I don't like.
I'm
this.
sure glasses doesn't help either. Probably makes an extra.
It's working though.
I mean, it's working for
mean,
sure.
I'm gonna leave that on and see how that goes. Oh my god, that's bizarre.
It looks like you're really talking to us. It is more engaging.
I guess I should leave it on. This is the future. This is clearly the future.
I didn't know that they had rolled it out to everybody. I just saw the video about it.
But look what happens when I blink my eyes, right? Watch. You can see my eyes moving. Almost. Like there's a very weird.
It goes like.
Yeah, it's like when I blink. Oh, look at that! Look at that transition.
I was
Anyway,
pulled up on my phone. I can't see it, but I trust you.
it's a bit uncanny valley if you ask me.
James, you have 3 laptops going. And you can't look at the freaking stream. How are you reading the chat?
Do you see how smooth? I'm not reading the chat.
This is James's first stream. He's never done it before, guys. I'm sorry.
The weird thing is the feature is actually written in like a completely different language. Like it's just like a completely different character set brackets beta. So I mean, I just assumed that's what it might be. So if you try it, it's the thing that just isn't intelligible.
That's really cool. I like it. I saw it now.
ICE 2605.
2605.
Out of
It'd
context.
be funny
scene.
if you were looking down, if it would put 2 eyes on top of your head.
This guy is still hard, even though I'm beating him. That's out of context scene. This guy is still hard, even though I'm beating him.
I get it. It's funny.
It is. It's pretty funny.
Oh, this guy is still hard, even though I'm beating him.
You could make an
It's
entire novel
disrespectful.
out of this stuff. It's great.
Uh-oh, laptop issue never ends. Oh, that's right.
What the
This
hell
Do you
is
Here it
remember
goes
what
crazy.
this is?
What is this smiling trophy?
He's a little champion.
I was promised there was no more technical issues.
Oh my god, this one's really bad.
So I'm going to be disappointed if there's technical issues.
What? My monitor just shut off.
That's not good, is it? That's very bad.
No reaction from me. I'm just like, this is par for the
In
course.
the background.
Oh, the Creative Cloud.
Adobe
Cloud just
decided
had
it was
something
going to
on my screen.
update like
just
Creative
had to let you
Cloud,
know
and it just
that
like
it existed.
hijacked my whole like
Jesus,
TV.
does that death count?
Yeah, that counts for sure.
The intro rolls at 30 minutes into the video.
Welcome to the GameFront. Well, the GameFront video hadn't started until that happened.
Have you ever seen a TV show that has a 30-minute cold open? Oh my goodness. What? On a 45-minute show, not including ad breaks. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Anyway. Kamikaze says, James the Great Gambini? Guess I gotta walk through lava. Childish Gambini. This is America. Or Marika, as we now know it's called.
I think
America.
Gambini would be like, guess I gotta walk through lava. Ken Eric 86. A little tip for you, James. If you look at the bottom left of your screen, when there's a blue line over your spells,
Jesus,
means you're
stop
out of
reading
FB.
this.
You're
Stop
welcome.
reading this, please.
Boom.
Stop reading
I hope people tell you that every day of your life for the rest of your life.
I think what it is I have I must suffer from this tunnel vision. I only really see, I don't know what your vision's like, but I see like 2 spotlights of where I'm looking, and everything is a dark tunnel around it. So if it's not in the two stop, there's a tiny Venn diagram in the middle of the 2 tunnel. It's like I'm using toilet paper rolls on my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like wearing
That's
an
why I
Oculus
don't see
Quest.
the blue line.
It's like wearing an
Yes.
Oculus Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I know you're lying, because if you saw it like that all the time anyway, you wouldn't know the difference. So, Brad Hahn, your base talisman is still stronger than your 2-finger talisman. Check the incant scaling value.
We're not gonna do that, Brad. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
We may switch back, but we're not gonna check that incant scaling value. I just promise you that's not gonna happen.
We might. You know what?
Pill,
I'm gonna use this
540.
as an excuse. I'm gonna go grab my I'm gonna go grab my pen so I can write this down.
Yeah, I gotta get
And
out of
don't
here.
forget some paper as well.
No, I have the paper. I just don't have a pen
okay.
here. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Oh, bye. I guess it's just me on my own again. Wild, unbelievable stuff. I just, why do they do this to me? I don't know. How's everyone in the chat today? I know I need Zach. I need a backup Zach. things are that desperate. It is true that tunnel vision is a very serious health issue. If you have tunnel vision, see a doctor. Oh God, he's on his way. No. It's pure breed funny, says Kamikaze Ice. Yeah, is the eye thing creepy? It is creepy, isn't it? It's a bit weird. Like, how far can I not look at the screen? It's bizarre. It's weird. Like, I'm looking over there. I'd have to go back and watch it because I can't see what it's doing while I'm not looking, you know? I can see my eyes moving when they're not moving. That's how I know that it's working. Because, like, I'll be looking over there, and then it looks like I'm looking over there.
How you doing, Danny?
It'll kick in, and my eyes will change. Yeah, I appreciate being left on my own to it's good.
Did you hold it down, or did you not hold it down?
You'll have to ask the chat for their opinion.
Oh, we did lose 2 viewers, but we just gained another one, so that's all right.
Great.
No fresh. 540, brilliant from Pill.
540. Close enough.
Was that?
Is your laptop melting through the bottom of the desk yet?
Oh.
Or?
It's not even really that hot.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what though? I'm glad you mentioned this. I don't even have my fan plugged.
Holy moly.
What's the context of this comment? Brilliant.
Well, here's what it is.
Oh, no,
The map was taking a moment to load in, but I hadn't plugged my cooling fan in since I got back from Sedona, so I wasn't really struggling or anything. It didn't feel that hot, but I should
Your
have
laptop
that
was
thing
struggling.
plugged
You
in.
weren't struggling.
No,
I
James
don't
is
even
just...
really think it was struggling.
Then why was it taking so long to get the map up?
I think it does sometimes. It's not.
It
it's
does
not a
struggle? It's not a struggle. Why is it taking so long then?
Depends which of
Writing
his hard
stuff
drives
down.
he's running from too. Pelagius says James still looks like he's sitting in the volcano. Kind of works thematically, but I hope James will fix his camera issues one day. And good job to the Mimic Tower. At least someone's moving through this plane.
Steve the Ghost, why were you using the finger seal instead of the claw mark seal? There was a comment that was like, use the finger seal, it's better. Nice strings 028. Well, damn, I don't need to write any more rhymes for you guys. Y'all got bars.
Oh, is there a song?
028. This is Big James Heaney, and he's raising the roof. Hey, Big James Heaney, why you raising that roof?
I would like to see myself take down a tree. BD. I guess I'll.
Two white men.
He's gonna hurt my body.
More
So you
intent.
didn't even attempt to rhyme it?
Oh my god.
Tree does rhyme with BBDBD.
Roof.
Oh, roof. That's right.
I threw you a lobber, and you slobbered all over it.
Rough
You threw
stuff.
me okay.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
you can see now
I
how
was gonna
wild
start
that
talking
is
about
in context.
Knobbers, but I won't do it.
Yeah, that's Bella and stuff.
It's another Elden Ring. It's number 77.
Is this the last one?
Nope.
No,
We've got one more
there's
yet.
2 more.
Wow.
Well, no, there's a Spider-Man and then the last one. So
You did a Spider-Man?
we're going to have to
skip
mix
that one
mix in a Spider-Man in. Oh, we'll have to
Ugh.
do it. Don't worry, no one else said anything. Harvey, all right.
Harvey stumbled upon one of your guys' improv shows. Hilarious.
Well, you must mean one of James's improv shows because according to some people,
I
one
have
of his
video footage. I
Yeah,
have
it's
video
probably one
footage
of
from
the Bear Supplies.
the golden age of improv.
Yeah.
when you
Pretty-
bullshit it.
Greatly on stage, Morgan. But
Yeah.
Morgan joins the podcast sometimes, and it's going really good. I actually had a reunion episode with all the Alchemy This cast, which
that's
is
fun.
coming out next week.
Was-
Jordan
was
Bull.
Kevin Pollock there?
Yeah.
Oh, for real? There you go.
So,
Look at that.
and I also have been in contact with Gary Anthony Williams. A lot of the people that used to be in Alchemy This are about to start joining in more shows. It's going really good.
I'm glad that Kevin hasn't fallen out with you over Zachgate.
No, he did not. But he definitely, when you hear the episode, he's.
does it get brought up?
Razzing me. No, it does not get brought up. But he does a great job. But he's definitely given some jabs to me. God only knows what reason.
I would just have loved for that entire episode of that podcast just to be an hour of Kevin Pollak just cutting a promo on Zach, because he said it would have been wild stuff.
Zach, I always appreciate about 8 seconds of black screen. That way I can prepare.
That's the beginning of the video.
Yep. You left a bit of black space in there.
What is that thing where like the first 3 seconds of a video determine whether people watch it or not?
Yep.
Well, a lot of times people like if they front load the best content at the beginning, that's when people are getting popcorn and setting up their cables for the projector for fields of people. So
Ray, dude, the decision James makes on this walkthrough make me feel so much better about all the decisions I make.
Wow.
Kamikaze
even know how to
Ice
take that.
points out that this episode lacks an outro too, so it seems like you were in a rush.
Well, this is technically when I had COVID, so I was probably.
To be fair, yeah,
like,
that's fair.
I was putting these out, editing them. I was sick.
Zachary Bell, you can use your new rot breath in the air, jumping or falling. We figured that one out. Brad Hahn, I just noticed that Reichardt's hands are the same as the spider hand things. Edit 2500 for the cutscene. Not in the one you were going at. This ain't the right video at all.
Oh, it's true. I need to change the video.
That makes sense.
Sorry. I thought I'd fix that. Let's try that again. 25 dead.
TBD.
Oh, very well.
Nasty.
That is nasty, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like this character. Oh. Have you guys been watching The Last of Us on HBO?
I haven't seen it yet, but I hear it's good. I hear it's quite faithful to the games.
It is faithful in all the best ways, and it changes in all the best ways too. But they've changed the way the fungus spreads and just generally the visuals of how it spreads. It's these nasty like tendrils that come out of the mouth, and oh my god, is it so gross. But
I don't know anything about that story.
Well, Aaron and I've got my PlayStation 4 to boot up after a lot of problems, but we played through the first like 2 hours of the game again, and then we were watching the show, so I have it fresh in my mind, all the differences. And it's incredible. They've only made the story better in the show by filling it out with context and background.
Hear that, video game makers? Get dunked on.
Well, I was talking to Aaron about it yesterday while we were watching the episode, and she wanted me to just shut up. But I was like, I think that's the problem with a lot of video game movies is they try to take a 20-hour game and turn it into a 2-hour movie. And instead, they took like a 20-hour game, and it looks like they're turning it into possibly I don't know how many episodes there's going to be, but maybe a 10-hour movie?
It's going to be a limited series?
It's going to I don't know that for sure, but I assume.
I love what they did with Resident Evil. That show was great.
I didn't see it, but I heard it was not good.
Terrible. It was awful.
Yeah, but they've done a wonderful job. I would argue that it's better than anything I could have expected. They've changed enough about the show, but keeping the most important parts. It's really good.
Where are we up to?
Ice 728. Tell me you don't pay attention without paying attention.
That doesn't make sense.
Ice can't get over your eyes. He doesn't like you staring at the camera the whole time.
It is a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really weird.
I like it. I think this is the new assertive me. What are we on? 728. 728. This is me paying attention now with these eyes.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm
surprised they don't have rings of sacrifice in this game where you don't lose your souls if you die.
Guess what, James? They do.
Well, that's interesting. I think what they were talking about is how Morgan was not paying attention and he was probably just about to say something to pretend like he was
Rings of
paying
sacrifice
attention.
in this game where you don't lose your souls if you die.
Oof. Now you're just doing your own thing.
I guess maybe I don't know.
Nope, it was you running past the place that you knew that you had to jump down already.
Well,
So
you wanted
you're
me to
welcome.
carry on playing it,
Thanks.
James.
Thanks for trying to throw me under the bus, and then you ran right in front of it.
Jesus.
Oops, he did it again.
Oh, did you run past again?
I don't know.
But he runs past again. Or he dies again.
Ooh, he does.
Oh.
Oh, why? Why, Morgan?
Is that the right 2750?
I saw what it was. I didn't
'Cause you-
change
you
the
got hit with a
shape
sword.
of it.
Oh, you mean
Oh.
he's messed these boys up again.
Uh-oh.
57 deaths on episode 77 is quite impressive,
You're
James.
doing
You've done a
great,
good
yeah.
job there, mate.
Yeah.
I see you've decided to keep with the stained glass motif.
Yeah.
Is that what they're supposed to be? I forget.
That's,
Take
I
that,
know they've
human
got-
artist.
They've got googly eyes on them. But yeah, it's so good.
I think it's supposed to be is like universe, the fabric of the universe has been shattered.
All I know is that human artists love it when they see that kind of stuff.
They love it.
Well, I made the art that I put into the AI. Like I made the original 7 with the, and then I put the PNG into the thing and had it add some sort of like cosmic thing to the background.
And then who did that cosmic thing? Who?
I have no
Where do
idea.
you think they got that?
I remember.
They
I
got
don't know
that from
how,
the
but
hive mind of everybody that's ever.
I'm sure that me and Zach at some point found the source image that it probably is on Google Images somewhere. Because I remember finding it and saying, "Oh, that looks uncannily like James's AI numbers." But who knows? It's not exactly the same, but I'm sure we found it.
I just put in Fortnite style in front of everything, all of the art.
Oh, imagine that.
style?
Numbers as Dark Souls characters. That would have been, So it would have been like the Onion Knight bending himself into shapes.
That would be pretty cool.
That's what you want. 4617. If James wants a fun faith weapon, the long bubble gun is it.
We catch. I think I have a couple,
You mean you can actually use the bubble gun? You can take
and I've
it.
picked up like 2 of them.
I didn't know the bubble gun was a thing you could actually fire.
Yeah,
Didn't look like it had very good aim.
Oh, I want a bubble gun
It has
now.
auto aim.
It looks like it
Wow,
just
those
kind
are
of floats around. But I'll try it.
Yeah.
I like the bubble gun.
Does it use magic? Is that what the like ammo
It
is?
must do. It must do, right? Well, someone's typing furiously. Kamikaze Ice, 1 hour 7:44. How does he misinterpret the obvious? Are we sure this isn't a stroke? Are you okay, James? Blink if you need help. What did you say?
I don't know.
107:44.
Goodness.
Poison mist.
You don't have the right ring. You don't have the right in short. But you don't have the right.
You don't have the right ring.
Oh,
What?
is what it said.
Yeah.
I think that's shorthand for ring.
I can see the logic there, to be fair.
I mean, not only can I see it, but I feel like if anything, I've been redeemed. That's gotta be. It was just my quick thinking that I filled in the O with ring. That's totally saying you don't have the right ring, and that means you don't have the right. How could somebody use that as an attack on my reading skills?
Because it doesn't say ring anywhere. You don't have
But
the
you
right.
know what
You
it
don't have the
means.
right. But it has nothing to do with the ring. That's why it makes no sense.
What do you mean it has nothing to do with
I
the
think
ring?
it's
I bet
just
you
a-
that door opens with a.
I'm telling you right now, spoiler alert, it doesn't.
Okay,
You don't
well,
have the
high-
right.
you're
Oh,
high
you
as
don't
hell.
have the right. In short, you don't have the right. It's a song, I think. But I see what you were thinking, so I know where you were going with it. But
Yeah,
just happens
it was
to
not
be-
a mistaken reading. It might have been a mistaken logic, but I thought it was telling me I didn't have the correct ring because there's in Dark Souls 2 that door that you have to have the certain ring to get through. There's actually a couple. It happens a lot in the games.
I think
the
Pill's
Souls
point,
games.
like James, you're an improv expert and a gaming expert, but not a reading expert, holds true because you improvised that ring on the spot. You did a good job. You were just wrong.
Thank
but-
you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Pelagius, the first few seconds of just black screen, I thought something went wrong again. Congrats on finally getting out of the tutorial. Well, nearly. Poisoning the knight when you could just bash him into submission with a few jumping heavy attacks. James at his finest. Together! Weapon from the snake guy is one of the strongest weapons in the game, and it heals both on enemies dying near you, kind of like the Ring of Evil Eye from the Dark Souls games, and on dealing damage with a special move. Basically, it's your bonker with prayerful strike ashes of war, but ranged, and it's a sword, and it has no bleed. PPS. We've already seen it, I think, but you screwed the numbers
Yeah.
up.
I don't need to see it again. Arctica. Okay, so I don't think you have seen this yet, James, but at the bottom... Oh, for God's sakes. I'm not going to read this
At the
bullshit.
bottom, if it's blue and it's got a line through it, it means you can't do the action. I think it's important that you know this, James. Maybe no one's told you that before. So.
I know it. It's just that I don't look at that part when I'm focusing on the center of the screen. And then Ken Eric comes in with a sup.
Sup, Eric? Spider-Man number 8
Gasp. Spider-Heen continues.
does indeed.
2 minutes and 5 seconds. Great facial expressions. This video starts insane. Like, I'm recording and I'm getting ready and I have no idea, but it literally begins me in like a bomb challenge with a timer going.
What's
This
that,
2 minutes
2:05?
in is like after I've already freaking out.
you do look a bit stressed there, to be honest.
Pop, 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 pop.
The psychomaniac doesn't think less of me.
Oh my god.
Look at that outfit.
That's so.
Yeah, that's a good outfit, right?
It's so crazy.
You talking about
I'm
me or are you
guessing
talking about Spider-Man?
I'm guessing this is fresh haircut, James.
It
And,
is.
and
It
you're
is
wearing a
fresh
button-up
haircut.
shirt. You're looking very smart there. Did you have
That was, I think, right after the audition.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. Kamikaze Ice says the only joke power is the quips power.
Spider-Man has a line that he uses semi-often where he's like, I'm here to I don't know if it's like win fights and do quips, and I'm all out of fights. I forget what his first line is.
That sounds like
But
a
then-
Duke Nukem reference, but
It's a Duke Nukem reference, but it ends with instead of chew bubblegum, instead of chewing bubblegum, it's quips. He's like, I'm all out of quips.
so I'm here to kick ass and make quips, but I'm all out of quips.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
think that Spider-Man says ass. I don't remember what he says instead.
Okay, I'm here to kick bottom and make
Probably.
quips, but I'm all out of quips. It's all very
Here
watered
to
down.
kick bell ends, but I'm all...
No. That's worse than us. That's not Disney.
I'm here to kick quips and
Oh,
lick
God.
ass.
I'm
Lick
sure.
ass.
I am sure you are. Hello, Zach.
Ah, man, I want to get one of those rim seats. Have you guys seen those? I didn't even know they were a thing. Basically, a
Rem
toilet seat.
Seats?
Yeah, it's something you can sit on, so then the person below you can just go to town on your butthole.
Oh my god! Jesus.
I
It's
want
probably
it
cheap-
so bad.
It's probably cheaper to buy one of those like
Immediately
like
lost two
city
viewers.
those city toilets like for senior citizens.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much what it is. Or I had one of those. I just didn't take advantage of it like I should have. Well, not the chair.
Oh yeah, the viewership's dropping rapidly.
Oh, sorry. I'll go.
I mean, what you got to do is you got to get a good friend. The chair is only half the battle. It's finding
I
somebody.
mean, that's true. It's true.
Hey, with this new technology, Danny's never going to be able to look away. I'll just put a camera right by my beehole. His
Oh,
face
man.
is just going to be always staring that brown eye down. So, what are we down to 0 now?
We're
getting
it's
there.
just us. It's just us. This is great.
What are we up to?
I just wanted to wish everyone a happy New Year.
Halfway through, LOL. Yeah, I'm halfway through.
Oh, I thought you meant the New Year. Like, how long have I been asleep?
I don't think you're halfway through the game yet at this point, are you?
I have, after the next video that is ready to get put up, I'll be 60% through. So I think I make it about halfway through. But I didn't realize that a lot of that is counting the collectibles I've done.
So you probably
60% of the time, I'm 100%
You're at least halfway
through.
through the story, though. You must be.
I don't know for sure, but I would say I'm close to halfway. It said I've passed like the second act.
I really like how you appreciate being Mary Jane. You seem to really enjoy those segments.
I hate being Miles Morales, and I hate being Mary Jane. I want to be a superhero. I want to be a person that just walks around.
Yeah. So there's the guy who does the voice of the main character in the Walking Dead Telltale series is the voice of the pigeon guy, and he was doing the voice of the AI or that in that segment with Mary Jane where you're walking around. He's like the voice of the narrator, like on all the TV screens.
That's cool.
I don't know. I was very confused. I was wondering, like, was his character wronged, and now he's this homeless man that wants you to collect his pigeons, and you're like, I will not collect your pigeons.
I think I'm starting a second not walkthrough, just playing the game, and instead of playing any of the missions, I am just doing collectibles, in the amazing difficulty.
I thought this was,
and I'm going to collect the pigeons in that world. In that world, I'm going to get all the pigeons.
I thought you were going to.
So wait, you started a new game plus?
No, because I like the game, and I have fun. But if I'm not recording it, I don't want to play it. So what I've done to play it on my own is I'm playing hardest difficulty, and when I can't record. And I kind of told Danny this before, and I don't know if I'm going to get into it, so I don't want to say. But once I beat the game in the regular difficulty, I might stream me beating it in the hardest difficulty, but it will be after I've collected everything in the game. So I'm leveled up, and then I'll just do the story missions afterwards. It is that I love the game. It's like one of my favorite games, and I've gotten a lot better now that I've been playing it in the hardest mode. Because you're doing all the base battles, the crime tokens. I've gotten all the landmarks. I've gotten all the police station things, and I think
the backpacks.
It's just great. Every backpack in the game, and I've listened to every story. I love it. I love Spider-Man.
Danny, you can use this little onion for your next run.
That is the best death counter. Can I open this up on the screen? There we go. Look at that for a death. That's the death counter you should have.
I like it. Whose is that?
I just made it in AI while you were chit-chatting.
You made it? Okay, so then yeah. I'll use that. I'll use that.
And then you can just put the numbers in front of the...
I'll put the numbers in front of it, yeah. That looks great.
I think it's taken Onion Knight a bit too literally, but I mean, that's okay.
He's got an onion for a head. He's holding an onion.
He does
it's kind of cute, though.
I knew who it was, or who it was intended to be. So, I mean,
Yeah, I like that a lot. That's really...
Oh, God. Okay. Just blank out the number there and put your own numbers in. Job done.
Yeah.
It's going to be those cosmic numbers really small on that guy's chest.
It's just completely illegible.
So 3,575 is going to be the death count that you end on.
That's a prediction from the AI.
Yep. The AI prediction.
In terms of Spider-Man, by the way, Dark Page says you've only just got out the tutorial. So
that makes sense. It does feel like I just got out of the tutorial. Like the Sinister Six is just for, and like everything that makes the game story exciting is just.
Well, Morgan walked off. 1543. Are you sure you should be waking? Are you sure you should be waking a sleeping animal / person just because you don't like the sound they're making?
You guys tell me, because maybe I am wrong, and maybe I should stop. But Punker, I believe, is having nightmares sometimes, and she'll be crying. She'll be like, and it sounds like she's being attacked in her dreams, and I can't just let her do that. I wake her up.
So you go and walk off to wake up Punker, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I cut back. But yeah, she's crying in the background, and I could hear her. Do you guys wake up a dog that's crying in their sleep, or do you just leave them?
Put him down.
Ice is
Put it
saying
down.
you shouldn't wake up a dreaming animal.
I mean,
What?
they
Yeah, you
might,
put 'em
they
down.
might, they
Let 'em
might
sleep
wake
forever.
Up, they might wake up confused, thinking the dream is real, and then attack you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Have
I mean,
you,
punkers.
James? Every time you make a noise when you sleep, would you want to be woken up?
She doesn't make it
When he's
all the
lying there
time.
going, Melania,
Hey.
Melania.
I have a
gets
question to throw out there if I
Yep.
can.
Yep.
We have a goat, and
Mhm.
he's 1 year old. His balls are gigantic.
Aw.
They're basically the size of my fists. We should have had him castrated. He's very aggressive now, and he's
Mhm.
now smashing into people's vehicles.
Oh.
I was playing Ghost
I like him
Simulator 3
already.
yesterday. It's great.
Yeah, well, no. I know, that's what kind of made me think of this. So I was like, we need to take him and actually figure out what to do. And I called it Animal Sanctuary. They're like, there's nothing you can do. You just need to let him go. Because I was like, well, I live with a bunch of vegans and they don't want to, they have him like tied up to a tether. She's like, that's not good. You should just take him up north and let him be free.
Like a wild goat?
Yeah, it's a wild goat. It showed up on our farm. It's a male wild goat. It just showed
Oh.
up and yeah, that's what I mean. And so I'm trying to
Why are you
ask.
guys taking care of it?
I'm not. It's not on my property. I was telling them to get rid of it as soon as they got it. These
Yeah, that's the smart
people were like, no, we're going to have a goat. And
Can they
now,
yell like, yeah, really loud? That's what they need to do. Yeah, get out of here. Yeah. Can they do
it's
that?
like Harriet
Well, they
Anderson's,
should
get
untie
out of
it
here.
first.
We don't
They should
even
untie
watch
it
you
first.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing it while he's still tethered.
It's like running away, trying to get away.
You should
I was
untether
talking with
it.
I'm talking with my coworker who's like, yeah, because I went up to the warehouse and I was going in there to fix their computers and I saw the goat. I'm looking eye to eye with him and I'm just like, holy shit, this thing, if it got loose, it'll kill me. It'll just fucking Black Phillip, bam, just get me
Yeah,
inside. And then
why are they trying
Zach,
to
you gotta
domesticate
get
a
that
wild
thing.
animal?
hey, and so I'm like talking to my coworker and my sister-in-law who's, in this, she hears us. And I'm laughing because I'm like so uncomfortable about it. I'm just like, yeah, they should just let it go. I don't know what these fucking people think they are so like righteous about. And she walks in, she's like, I've been trying to figure out what to do with that animal for a year. I'm glad you find this so funny. And then she just walked out.
Let it go.
Yeah,
Just-
and that's
That's
kind of what I was
wild.
just
What
like.
you gotta do.
I was like, well, you like, yeah, let him go, but don't like, you can't just like unleash him at the top of our property, and he's gonna like
put him
slow.
on like we'll do a speaker call, and you can be like, hey, I have my actual, real, ethical vegan friend here, not you fake vegan posers. He's gonna tell you
Not
what to
you
do.
ones that support coconut milk that's picked by tied up
The
monkeys.
slave monkeys. Hell
Why,
no.
why do vegans think it's okay to keep wild animals captive anyway? This
And
What
that's why
vegans? They're not real vegans.
Right, and that's why I
Don't
looked up and I
lump us
saw
all
that.
in with that stuff.
Yeah, he's gonna live 15 more years, and that's all I could think of was just like, you're gonna have him tethered up there for 15 years. That thing is gonna get so fucking more aggro, and if he's got his cojones and he's not getting to move around and do stuff, he's just gonna be this aggressor that's constantly gonna try to break free and then find us.
What you
I had a
gotta
very
do
good-
is pull your car up right next to it, sneak the goat in, and drive with the goat in your car up north.
Just
Goat
untie
simulator.
it. Just let
I
it
think
go.
he should get it in the car and he should take a drive.
We unfortunately, I mean, we just live in too highly populated of an area that if we did
well,
that,
how did it get there? It just showed up,
it
right?
it just was stumbling. Well, that's the thing. Some other dickhead bought
some other
this
crazy
goat.
vegan probably had it.
Some other person thought they were buying a goat, and that's what I was telling them when they found the goat. I was like, it has a fucking not a collar, but it had like a bow on it, like it was a present for somebody. And I was like, it has a bow. Take a picture of it. Put it around.
This is getting
You're like,
weirder
"No."
and weirder. I gotta go.
Okay, sorry. I just don't know
We've
what to
been
do here.
completely disrailed.
Is this not Goat Front? I think I joined the wrong
Yeah, sorry.
fan mail.
Where
I helped
to?
somebody execute and bury a goat once.
Okay. Okay, well,
Right.
Morgan, if you want us to move on from it, help me out
Well,
here, dude.
I was just thinking. I also had a very good friend that was a goat.
You are wildly going from extreme there to say, let's
I
move
love
on to
it.
I execute and bury the goat.
It's not like
Both
the goat's
things are
my
true.
enemy.
A lot of-
Well, the goat was very sick.
Oh, and yeah, my friend from high school I've met up recently, they stupidly got a goat. And that's why this is all kind of like a full circle. I'm like telling her, I'm like, get rid of the goat. You do not have room for it. And you also have a child that's 3 years old. And when it starts to, they're going to run at each other and snap each other's necks or
yeah.
something.
Oh yeah. And you know, this is a good
And
segue
see,
into
this
the
is
next
why I was
comment.
laughing.
A lot of people think that I'm the goat of a lot of things.
All right.
And then Kamikaze says at 3710, I already know how to do it because I'm a puzzle solver. Very much hubris. Or much LOL.
Ice is also in the chat talking about the teacup goat, which is a reference to Logan Paul's pigs that got loose. Have you been following that? They're at the Gentle Barn now, which is a very. If you get a chance to go to the Gentle Barn, it's very, very cool. You get to pet all kinds of animals that have been rescued, and you get to hug cows. It's pretty great.
That's who I called for information on. Not that spot, but I called a similar sanctuary for animals for info, and that's where the woman was just like, I was like, yeah, these vegans. She's just like, they
What
sound
the fuck
terrible.
are you doing? Just let the goat go.
Why do you keep saying it's
Yeah.
these vegans?
Well, because I'm trying to use that as like I don't think these people, you're right. I'm sorry.
Because
What does
they
it have to
think they're
do?
vegans.
They're not actual vegans, right?
They think they are. They're telling
That doesn't
everybody. They'll
mean
write out
anything.
emails left and right about how we need to save the fucking world. I'm just
But
one
they're not
captured
actually
animal at a
vegans.
time.
no. Right.
Yeah. So why are we calling them vegans?
I'm going to call you later and we'll have a conversation with them, and
Okay.
it'll be
Yeah,
very
we'll put it on
eye-opening to
speakerphone.
them, I think. Remember, he's Rastafarian too, though. Remember, it's not like the most logical of logic. Oh shit, that doesn't sound right. I'm apologizing. Sorry.
Bill,
Not
nice
all-
to see Jabs getting back into the swing of things. 40-46. Good to know that some things don't change. Although sad that nothing improved too. Like James either not noticing the radar on the left side of the screen or not understanding how it works. I'd say challenge is the best content so far, at least because how hard James concentrates.
Challenges are hard. They're challenging.
Games
Game-
with Heath. Glad to have our friendly neighborhood Spiderheen back. Zach 10520. That was tough stuff.
What happens at 105?
Oh, that's when, speaking of backpacks, James, do you remember trying to get this backpack?
No.
Couldn't remember how to
'cause
run
now,
up a wall?
Since this video, I've collected every backpack in the game on a different playthrough. Oh, this is so hard. Danny, you do not want to watch.
Oh no,
This
I'm
is
enjoying myself.
horrible.
This is great.
What's happening?
And he could just aim and web zip right up to it.
No, you
could
can't.
just do that. Yeah, you
You
can.
cannot just. No, you can't.
You can.
You
can.
can't.
You
Oh
can.
no, you're making things worse. This feels. Oh man, this actually feels
Oh,
like
yeah.
me in Goat Simulator yesterday. That game's got.
It's
weird
tough too
physics.
because isn't this whole thing? It seems like it's about camera management, which is one of James's weakest points.
Oh.
Oh,
Got
you got
it.
it.
Took it slowly
Classic.
in the end, and
So
Like, no, you
this is what you
got it. You got it.
This is what you have to do. You can't run up the wall, or he's gonna like auto parkour after it. You have to tap the button, and then it attaches you and walk up. But if you start running, then when he gets that close to the ceiling part, he's gonna jump.
You
off.
stop running. You stop running.
No, you don't stop running. You jump.
No, you personally have to let go of that trigger.
If you let go, at that point, you're not stuck to the wall and you drop.
Oh, I swear to God.
Check it out. I have learned, and now I'm an expert at it. I have collected every backpack, and I am insanely good at travel.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm so happy right now.
Sandoval on to Elden Ring 78. 15 minutes in, and there was way too much guidance. Half the fun is letting James explore and have real reactions to things. Stop telling him where to go and let the expert immerse himself in the experience. Danny.
I mean, I just wanted people to know that I knew about the game.
You're just trying to flex? Zachary Bell, nah, he's needed the talisman fourth pouch for a month. This episode was overdue.
I was just
Thank you, Zachary
I was just trying to move
What's
things
so
along.
funny is I get that talisman, but I never.
You never put one in it?
Nope. I don't even realize I got it.
Ray, let's go.
I honestly thought I did a good job, but Louis Sandoval brought me back down to earth anyway.
Hugo, nice science talk about roly-poly. Those need more recognition.
I love this next part.
In Italy, we call them porcellini di terra. That means ground piggies because they are cleaners. They contribute with their presence to clean up the environment from compost and vegetable waste that are difficult to dispose of, like pigs. Oh, that's cute. Hugo, that is awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Now I have a new name for them.
Which reply would you like just to throw into this
Porcellini
conversation?
di terra.
We agree.
We agree.
Yeah.
Porcellini di terra.
I like it. I like that one.
Wait, does that mean that like a terrace is just like the dirt out in front of your house?
Terra means earth.
Tara means.
Yeah, I
so-
know, James. That's why I.
Woo!
Did you hear what I said?
Hey, Morgan, dum dum.
I was just
Just so you know, Terra means Earth.
Yeah, that's why I was associating it with another word that uses terra, terrace, and wondering,
This guy.
extrapolating information that we were all agreed and knew. I can't wait till you get
Why you can't-
smashed.
Can't trust a vegan. They don't know what they're talking about.
Tutorial to the tutorial equals everything before Lindell. Tutorial equals Lindell. Expert tutorial, everything after. Really out of the tutorial. Spoiler. Dabs.
Dabs.
Just one dab.
So that means you're now.
No one ever dabs just once.
So you're in the tutorial, and you're about to join the expert tutorial, but you're not really out of the tutorial just yet. Pill says, "Well, these few episodes, were quite fruitful. Go Mimic-chan, drag that greasy poison spitter to the top. I think 45 vigor should be enough for the time being, and 25 endurance is plenty since you're not using the ultra-sized weapon. I recommend that you go get the Great Jar Arsenal Talisman and level up Arcane, Faith, and Strength in that order of necessity. Why? Because Arcane lets you have better bleed build-up, and Faith plus Arcane scales with your Dragon Seal and needed for bullshit OP miracles involving dragon abilities and bleed. Also, for the sake of everything holy and unholy, please throw away the Assassin's Approach. Or actually, Morgan, when James is not watching, just delete it."
It's trash.
You guys just don't want to see me get good. It's helped me so many times. It helped me so
That's
much
you.
in this video.
Whoa, wait a second. Did another James join the chat? Swore I heard two of them.
It's terrible. You know it's terrible. You only use it as a troll, and we're 78 videos in, almost 80 videos in, and we don't have time for trolling anymore. We got to get good.
I got good, okay?
Now you're done
God,
getting good.
how would Yoda
Getting-
feel if this was like his Luke Skywalker?
Yoda's kind of a little bit. I'm over Yoda.
Okay.
A little bit
Well,
what?
Because you just
Yeah.
went and hid.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Like a bitch.
Not the
I
hero.
figured like you were about to say a little bitch. Was that what you were about to say, actually?
Oh, I just say a little bit. I
But
never
you-
actually say the full word.
Oh, but you do mean...
Essentially,
full word.
yeah.
Ice is suggesting that you replace Assassin's Approach with Dagger Ash of War.
Just he doesn't need it. He just doesn't need to waste all of our times with that garbage. Anything that does is you're not sneaking up on stuff that you don't need to.
Sometimes I'm sneaking past stuff. 318, James bonked an enemy, and it goes flying.
I
would like
think
to
I
see
know
that.
what this one is, but it's quite funny. If
That one where you guys think it's glitched?
Do you think it's a glitch, or do you think it's the big jazz
know.
player at the top with Hang the
Oh.
M Boys Longhorn? He's
Wynton Marsalis?
So do you know the little shortcut here? rather than
Yeah,
something
jumping
big?
down.
When he hits this guy, he just
Whoa,
goes.
did
flying
I hit him
over.
that? Did I do that?
It's pretty
I don't
good.
know if I've ever seen him pop up like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's got to have been a glitch. Like he,
I don't know. That was a smooth transition, though. It wasn't like he
Yeah.
just went from there to there.
That's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
like the game's decided. Oh, I think it's decided that he
Whoa,
he
did
should.
I hit him that?
I mean, I don't know, but I mean,
They don't
need to
pop
go
up
back
like
to
that
that?
every time you hit him.
Yeah, but... okay. Yeah.
I've never seen them do that before.
So what is 5537? Thank you, Danny. Why has no one told James? About this?
All it was is me just telling you that when you spawn your mimic tear, that it takes half your health away, so that you need to heal. That's all that was. So
Jesus, I know that.
no, I know,
Yeah.
but I just don't think anyone's mentioned it to you before.
No, he has had it mentioned to him by Morgan.
Oh, okay.
That guy. I don't know where he is on the screen, but
Take it up with
That one.
Nostrings, because he's the one who mentioned it. Don't need.
oh,
to
I
shoot
thought
the
he was kind of
messenger.
like saying like, okay,
It's
yeah, maybe
sarcasm. It's like talking about the
Yeah.
blue, the line.
What is it? Can we see it? 5537.
It's just me.
Yeah, just
telling
like
you-
I know, but like we hear how you say it, and it's
Oh, but
like
I mean,
you know,
no,
if
I
I'm here
don't throw-
watching it.
I don't throw anyone under the bus, if that's what you're asking.
No, I'm talking about how I would interpret it if I heard.
Don't forget
This is
to
my
heal after
Mussolini.
spawning your mimic tear, 'cause
Oh,
it takes
thank
like
you.
half of your health, you know.
I totally forgot about
Oh,
that.
my.
That's probably why I died.
It's like even the way he says "thank you" is like disregarding your like he's like "thank you."
Yeah.
I will not remember
Oh,
this.
No one's ever said that to me before.
Oh yeah. I've never had this shouted into my ear until I started bleeding.
Oh, thank
Every time James goes into a fight, he does the mimic tear, and then he doesn't heal, and then he gets hit, and he almost dies. Period.
Period.
Lamo at James thinking the NPC killed him. An
I
hour
don't
5,
remember that.
officially out of the tutorial time for Big Boys Gaming. Are you ready? What is beyond Lindell Capital? I'm on a mic. Probably,
Oh, sorry. We can probably not watch that.
yeah,
You guys
probably,
ever go to WikiFeet just for the hell of it?
probably two already figured this one out, but I'm going to mention it just in case. Jabs, when you defeated Godfrey, you obtained a talisman pouch, meaning that you got an extra talisman slot. Great episode, Jabs, Hollywood Heaney.
Yeah, I did not realize that.
Interesting.
So I gotta put that talisman.
Yeah. So
sorry. I did
James,
thanks for the tip.
is
It's all
like
good.
your legal name James Heaney because you're not showing up on WikiFeet, and it's kind of bumming me out.
Kamikaze Eyes 4012 to 4132. Looks like James Baba Heaney is the big cheese at boss bonking 20 seconds for Godfrey.
He does defeat Godfrey in 20 seconds first try. It's pretty disgusting, to be honest.
20 seconds
but-
first try?
Yeah. But do you want to watch it?
Yeah.
Let's just say that he gets. Let's just. Yeah. It's absolutely disgusting.
Go through that again.
So we can watch the whole boss fight. I mean, you might as well treat yourself.
Yeah.
This is really what you wanted me to do? All kinds of things to discover.
Oh, look at it. He's whining about it.
I know. He was trying desperately not to go in there, and I was like, "No, James, go in there, go in there." Anyway, he jingles his. I beat Godfrey in I think 3 tries. So.
Well,
And then just watch the mimic do the work. Because what happens is Godfrey gets so enamored with his mimic tear that he can just kind of not pay attention to Godfrey. Or Godfrey doesn't pay attention to James, so
He doesn't rot, right?
oh, he rots. And I'm gonna.
that's quite effective. Yeah, you've got this. You've got Godfrey.
It doesn't look like he's rotting.
So distracted by your mimic as well. I don't
And
think
hard to
the
tell
way
the
Danny's
minute.
saying "you got this" is almost insulting to the whole mentality of "you got this."
I'm just trying to give
You're
him
li-
encouragement.
It'd be watching your friend get like his ass kicked, and you're just like, "You're doing great."
It's so easy to cheese with that.
Oh, my.
This is what I mean. He
It's
just
not
gets.
easy to cheese. It's a lot of skill. It's a lot of
That
Wow.
was some
Wow,
expert
wow, wow,
whizzing.
wow, wow.
That was
And he
some
didn't,
cheese
yeah, he
whiz.
didn't do any of his special attacks or anything.
skill. What's funny
I
is
mean-
it is incredibly. That was a very difficult. I just happened to be a really good player. Sorry.
No, listen. This is why I shouldn't be encouraging you because you just take it. You don't. You're not acknowledge. Look, I even say at the end.
That is special.
I said that it was a disgusting Godfrey that because it was like you. It was absolutely just you. He just gets enamored with your mimic in the corner, and you just go and smash your little bonking club on him 3 times, and he
You know,
dies.
I
Like,
found
you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be
I found
taking
that
pride
fight
in that.
to be. I found that fight to be extremely hard. But I was.
Oh, you
just
didn't though.
harder. I was just
No,
harder.
don't fall
No,
for
this is what
I
I'm
was just
saying.
way
This is what
harder
I'm
than
saying.
he
Like,
Here's
it-
here's the thing. None of it
it's- you're
serves
not,
his
you're
future.
Not, you're not being humble about it. You
Danny, you have so much to learn.
All right, here it is. Here's the humbleness. Oh man, I got lucky that when push came to shove, I had a lot of shove in me. Thank
No.
God.
Fuck you, man.
There's
Hugo,
my almond.
24, 23. James giving us what we want. Action. This isn't some spy thriller. What's 24, 23?
I think it's Assassin's approach.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that guy who just stabbed you through the chest 3 times.
But I think I'm going to do this instead.
Oh, yeah. No, this was ridiculous, right? You sneaking up to him to do a backstab on him. So he's literally just spawned his little sneaky feet. Sneaks up. And then changes his mind and does that instead.
That's classic.
Oh, and then you can hear you.
Just
That guy's
like-
weak.
But I
too.
got him.
Why?
I got him rotted. That was what I wanted to do. I wanted to get him rotted.
This is a similar thing. James does this in Spider-Man too. He keeps putting on the noir suit, the Spider-Man noir suit, thinking how its stealth approaches. James doesn't even understand how to do a stealth takedown, let alone how the suit works. Oh, you do
know
now?
now.
When
I
is that
know
episode
now.
going to be uploaded? 6 episodes later from what's there now?
I don't know. It might. I don't know when it comes.
I'll pay
But I have to use
attention
the power
more.
suit.
The
I
next
know.
one
Now that you're
goes
playing on
tomorrow.
Amazing, you must be stepping your game up because
Oh my
Amazing
God.
ain't easy.
Well,
and if
the
you're doing
bit-
that
the
with not
best
New Game
thing-
Plus,
The best thing is that I'm doing it, and I'm leveling everything up, so I have to start doing the amazing stuff without any upgrades. But
Right.
As I go through, by the time I actually play the story, I'm going to be maxed out, and it's really not going to be.
no big deal.
But I've been so good because at the beginning you can't do the fast travel, which I just realized I had in the regular game. But I have gotten so good at transporting myself across the map. I'm so fast, and I bought the upgrade to make it so that you do the tricks in the air to get XP. So I'm getting XP while I'm just traveling to each of the like landmarks and stuff.
It's not a bad skill to grab right at the earliest
Yeah.
you can, and if you take advantage of it, it'll build up.
It builds up a lot, not a little at a time, but if you're traveling across the whole map over and over, it builds up.
Nice.
Nice. Strings says, way to go, James. If you focus on getting through the story, you might yet make it under 1,000 deaths. Bold claim. Since you're embracing the cheese, maybe you'll want to take a slight detour and look into Veil's questline sometime. In any case, a milestone has been reached. Congratulations.
Cool. 308 Jeans has really good luck getting rare drops. Super fun faith weapon for high skill players. That must be the horn that I think I got.
308,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think I ever got that one, but yeah.
I'll give you the horn.
Thank you. Have you got your chair?
Zachary Bell.
Don't
you
sign
can
up for
use
something.
rot breath from a pretty far distance. Definitely don't need to be up close. Also great.
Oh, so you mean you don't have to get your sneaking shoes on and sneak up behind somebody to use it? Is that what Zachary Bell's saying?
I used the sneak to get just inside, I think. I don't know. It's better to have the sneak and not need it than to need the sneak and not have it.
I'm already tired.
Creep.
Okay, John
Gomez. James needs some guidance during this series. We have to see him beat this game under 1,000 deaths. James should make a separate video fighting fans in the Coliseum and see how good he is. Lol, that would be fun. You should do that.
I did a Coliseum fight and I won.
Yeah,
No,
fair
but
play
you
to
should you should fight the people from the community.
I will.
Yeah, that would be a fun stream actually.
GPW come back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we should do a GPW Elden Ring Coliseum edition. Do commentaries on it. That would be great. Genius. That's the future. Gamefront. Pill, there's some comments on the version without death counters, so go read them, future me. Thank you, past me. But the good news is Pill came and put it all here for us. So
Nice.
A quick recap to make it easier. Yes, Erdtree avatars are a type of mini-boss, like Crucible Knights, ulcerated tree spirits, and some others, so they do not respawn. And Danny defeated his in just 9 attempts. Granted, 3 of them were right where he warned James not to go, and at the time of the fight, Danny had little more than 100 deaths, overall less than James. 8 minutes and 13. Another great James moment. In response for praises to current tactics, he immediately changes it. What?
Sounds like me.
It does a little bit. mean, look, his health is almost gone, James. So you're doing all right.
Yep, time to change it up.
Yeah. Swing the fucking thing. I don't know how you weren't attacking. It was a bit bizarre. You were just kind of like.
He just does that sometimes. He just
Yeah,
runs
this is
after. He's
another
waiting for the
It's like those
perfect
ants.
moment.
Yeah. He'd rather dodge for 30 seconds to get that one chance to get hit while hitting something. Because that's the moment. James, you should play the Callisto Protocol. I think it could help you out.
22:51, about 20 hilarious seconds of James being James.
My guess is it's me rolling around.
I mean,
Roll that beautiful heen footage.
Probably behold lever. Well, that was really informative.
He walked right away from the lever.
Oh, I can't believe I saw that letter right there.
There's a freaking lever right there, James.
And you read it. You read the message. You actually did it.
Oh my God.
Immediately disregard it.
Are we 100% sure that I hadn't already done?
Please
the
go
lever?
back. No, I need to watch that one more time. Please, 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 please. I know it's time out of our
I think
day.
what might have happened is I might have pulled that lever just before. Then
Wait
I
a second.
read
Go. Okay.
to be fair, I think he may have pulled it actually. We'll have to check. Yeah, he's pulled it.
Yeah, it's a lot funnier in the fake world that you want to live. But the truth is, this
Wait,
expert gamer didn't.
Go back to the comments.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what the 20 seconds of.
It's 22:51. We're not even looking at the right fucking
Oh,
timeline.
I'm sorry.
Nice.
That's me. That's my fault. I take that on the chin.
Shit, we are.
This is the right one. He's angry, and he's got a big ball on a chain.
Okay, it is me rolling around for 20 seconds. He's crazy if he thinks he's the only one with a ball on a chain.
Oh.
Choke slam. Yeah,
Too bad he didn't throw you off the edge.
The
Yeah,
rot
that was
breath. The rot breath thing is too slow sometimes. Like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
oh,
Come on.
Well, and he's already rotted, so he just needs to get in and fight him.
I will.
I will.
I'm
I will.
responding to you. I will.
The old jumping attack for extra damage.
Nope, he only knows one attack.
And it works.
Rough stuff.
It's weird. I'm still watching this thinking there's a chance you'll lose.
I mean, he surprisingly only dies twice in this entire video, and both are at the end.
But for how long that guy survived.
I know. The
Ooh,
disgusting
duelist
thing
helm,
is,
cool.
he's about to go and fight another guy, and then defeats him in like. Well, I mean, this is the one where he does the pointless sneak up. But
It's just a constant barrage of entertainment.
But you make short
How did
work of the next one, so it's all a bit bizarre. Anyway, Danny defeated
watch that
Morgott
episode.
in 3 attempts without a mimic tear, but he used Danny, the Stormhawk, and in spite of huge detour, Danny had after Erdtree Avatar before fighting Morgott. James is still 30 deaths ahead of me. I don't
Does that
understand
mean I'm 30 more or 30 less?
I think the fact that Danny's done, right? So it wouldn't fucking matter which way.
Yeah, I mean, what?
No,
how many-
I think
there's
that
no way-
they're saying like tracking in Danny's playthrough.
Well, how many deaths do you want, James?
Like 580 or 580 something like that.
Okay.
All right, then.
I mean, I defeated the game in 804, 803. So you could, I mean, he could potentially do it in the same amount or less, even.
Yeah, or less. Or
It's James. Remember what we said about humility, my friend.
yeah, it's for losers.
Disgusting.
Yeah, we said that. We were talking about losers, and God, it was funny.
Oh, is that the thing that Morgan was saying about me?
No, he doesn't want you to have his address because he's afraid you're going to send him too many links. And he doesn't trust you with his address.
I don't trust anyone with my address.
I know, but that's why I already said I put an air tag in that jacket. I got it.
Nice. I did not hear that, or I heard it, forgot it, or I don't know. I did not know you put the.
No.
You
I
know,
didn't
you
do
know how I
that.
know that's BS? I don't wear a jacket.
You wore. What are you talking about? Then
That's-
whose jacket was that?
I wasn't wearing a jacket.
You
It's
have a
So
pink
now
jacket in
you
my
left
car.
that pink jacket. I sent that picture to you of me with it basically just on.
Oh, I forgot
I
I had
still
that
have.
jacket. That was my only
see?
jacket.
I know, and I totally could have got you. Well, you had that jacket on, and then like what, 3 t-shirts underneath because it was a cold night. You like prepared for your bike ride home.
I
or
don't
whatever.
think AirTags are all that accurate, you know.
Oh yes, they are. They're
Google's
within
coming out with
inches.
one.
Well,
As
I
long
mean,
as there's a cell phone near an AirTag, it's gonna be pretty damn accurate.
I mean, you'll know
Yeah.
where he lives, but you won't know the exact like door number.
Oh, you'll know the inch that he's standing if he's wearing the jacket. Like you can get it if you're using your phone and tracking it. Like you can get it down.
I keep all my clothes in a storage unit 3 blocks from my house.
I was about to say, you know what? I
Well, to
wouldn't
be
put it
honest,
past
that's probably
Morgan.
true because he doesn't have enough room in his apartment
Yeah.
to keep his clothes in
Or-
it.
no,
He has
I
to rent a
feel
storage
like-
locker to put his clothes in.
I don't know if anyone's ever seen 10 Cloverfield Lane, but
Yeah,
Morgan
it's
is
good,
so
that film.
John Goodman from that movie. he's
Yeah.
actually underground right now. We
Yeah.
don't realize it.
Yeah, paranoid with a
He's got
bunker.
fake light pumped in to make it look like he's actually like, yeah. And he's got a hydroponic garden just going off to the side, ready for the world to end.
Do you live in a vault?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's basically Fallout. That's why Morgan hates those games. Too real. Needs to suspend his. See, right now he's like that. He's either frozen. Oh no, he moved.
If he had the AI eye contact
I've said
thing on,
too much.
he wouldn't.
Yeah, it
have
would
been...
just look like I was staring the whole time.
So wait,
Dead
how
eye.
do I turn that on?
So if you go
Yeah,
into
more
NVIDIA
frightening.
Broadcast and go on camera, there's one of the options, but it's kind of like spelt in a weird type
I
font.
don't think
like
I
it's
have
not even-
NVIDIA Broadcast.
Oh, it's so
why
funny.
would I?
Yeah,
You popped
you
it.
need-
Oh no, that is me.
Why? What do you need that for? What's so special about that piece of software?
Well, the AI sound, the AI noise removal is amazing. So like you can have a leaf blower behind you and you'll sound perfect almost.
Yeah, except for sounding like me.
And then, yeah, I mean, the camera stuff's pretty good too. Like the depth of field effect I've got going on is pretty accurate.
Because I was saying in the chat also. Oh whoa, my camera
the
just
eye,
like.
the eye thing's pretty creepy.
Well, I have one of those bars, the eye tracking bars. You know, like so when you look around, because I got it for playing Hitman.
Yeah, like a
then
track IR.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember the brand name. I wish I had it over here. It's
Well,
on my
like
other-
like Morgan said earlier, there is actually a piece of software called OpenTrack, which will just use your web camera as a track IR. It's not perfect, but it works reasonably well. It's quite good for like racing sim games and train simulation games and things of that nature. It's quite good. But I am tempted to get an actual track IR because it's not perfect, and you need pretty good lighting for it to work. But
What's the reason to have it for a train game?
so you can look around.
So you
the
can just
cab.
look around, like it's just like you. It's like VR
Oh,
almost.
it's-
Basically, turns your game kind of like
But if you move your...
Yeah, if you super nerd out, just buy 4 monitors, put them around you, and make yourself a fucking Matrix hub.
It's exaggerated, right? So you move your head slightly, and you look quite a long way the other way, so you're still looking at the screen. So it does work quite well. So like if you
Weird.
move your head
I wouldn't
slightly,
like that. It's making
Try-
me feel motion
try
sickness
it.
right now just thinking
No,
about it.
it gives me less motion sickness than VR does. It's actually
Rec Room all over again.
Oh, Rec Room was disgusting. That was the worst video we've ever made, and I never want to play that game again. Jesus Christ!
Worst video.
It's,
Ever made.
Which one's worse than that? Name one.
Hey, we got to get out of here.
Cheese video. Okay,
It's
sorry.
almost 1
The,
o'clock.
the cheese wheel video.
Yeah, it is.
My cheese wheel video or your cheese wheel video? Because mine was pretty good.
Yours is always
Hey guys,
great.
thanks for hanging out
Okay, bye.
for another episode of Fan Mail. We'll be back next week, Monday, 10 a.m. I'll be streaming all week, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific time. Danny and Zach on the weekends. Not this last weekend. Don't worry about that. This next weekend for sure. They'll be on. What happened last weekend?
Oh no, we got to go.
Uh,
Pizza's